Okay, go. It's October 19th, 2025, Sunday. I just came back from fishing. No church today. Fishing with my son. Here we go. You're a traveling woman.
Am I?
You're everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, when you're leaving a nice path, you make it a little clear for me as I go through my journey. You clearing some paths for me, and I appreciate that, cuz.
Okay, good.
And I'm making a few myself.
Awesome. Yes, you are.
Trailblazers. Who would have thought we'd have this technology?
I know. That's the most exciting part, I think. Being able to do this virtually.
Yes. So I am going to turn this off. No, you can't. When you mention about those note takers,
Mm-hmm.
not today. I just haven't gotten that figured out yet. When they come up, that auto one to take notes of your meetings.
Yeah, yeah, because they can't attend in person. They're busy doing something else, but they don't want to miss the meeting.
So there is two ways of looking at it, but
Yeah.
until I feel more, get more, have a little bit more control over it, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll be at liberties to do that because there's a couple of channels when we have our meetings, they're getting checked and reviewed, and I just don't want to add another layer of scrutiny.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it
Yeah.
simple as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like Gracie said, privacy, because we go to different screens and we display information about other people. For those folks that are using AI or taking notes via AI, they're getting that information, and we really don't know who they are.
No, and barely know some of the people here sometimes, or their motives, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That Freeman's Friday meeting it was pretty interesting. I gleaned some information from that.
Yeah, yeah, they usually are. There's a lot of good discussion and a lot of good information that comes out of those.
Well, David had came back from that conference, him and Shelley,
Mm-hmm.
and a few of the other people participated in it.
Yeah, yeah, there were quite a few. Renata was there, and Teresa. Um, Teresa's one of them that attends Eddie's meetings all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah,
That's how I met her. Uh-huh.
yeah. Teresa Vinny.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know her last name. I just knew her as Teresa.
Yes, she's a DNA match.
Mm-hmm.
For my East Coast cousins. That's what I call them, East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. And I met them through DNA matches. They matched my great uncle, James,
Mm-hmm.
James Monroe Moss.
Yeah.
They're descendants of him.
Yeah. I printed off the documentation you shared at Freedmen Bureau Friday. So hopefully I'll get a chance to look at that in the next week or so and see if Thomas Moss is my connection.
Yes, it had the geographic
Mm-hmm.
geography, their migration,
Yep.
and it's from like I said, one of my European DNA cousins, and I just wanted to share it because we had we had discussed that there's some common locations.
Yeah.
Of obviously, if we're related somewhere along the line, and definitely at that period of time, that's where some of our ancestors were in that area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I found another relative. Let me share this with you.
Okay.
That what I did is this Thomas Moss on Ancestry. I took, they have a picture of his memorial. He was buried on his property. And I looked on the memorial and it had a number of people who shared that memorial,
Okay. Okay.
which are relatives. And so what I did is I reached out to them because they were in my Thomas Moss, uh, my European Thomas Moss is in their tree. So,
Okay.
and so what happened is I just thought I'd take a swipe at them
Mm-hmm.
because I'm fishing, I'm a fisherman. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I went fishing with my son this morning, Donnell, my oldest son,
Mm-hmm.
and just to get out and a few hours, and we had a good time. And I, modified my reach out bait message a bit, and I got a response.
Oh, good.
And I want to show you that response because they mentioned that Edmund,
Edmund Moss?
yeah, that you've been bringing to my attention.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see where that's at.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, when you mentioned Russellville, Alabama before, see that's where my mother was born.
yes,
Yeah, so and that's where some of her ancestors were from.
some of the people stayed.
Yeah.
They stayed. Everybody didn't
Yep.
migrate out of that area.
Yeah.
So let me go up here to notes. But I'm gonna see this person. And this one,
Mm-hmm.
there it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make it. I don't know. Can you see it clear? Or should I make
Yeah.
it bigger?
Yeah.
So what happened is that person responded to me, and you see what they're saying. Her name is Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
She's a fourth great grandfather, and her tree is. And I saw him in this tree here, this Garreton tree. It's public, and I took a look at that one. That's where I
Mm-hmm.
saw him at. And then there, very same one. His wife is Margaret Norma, and they had Nancy Moss. So see, now they're coming down to the
Mm-hmm.
daughter. Nancy Moss, she married this cook. And here's another one, Lord. They're coming down in generations and another generation. And it came down. They looked at my tree and they asking about William Jack Moss. There's a couple questions about him, but he's in the same area in 1870 with my
Mm-hmm.
ancestors. So yeah, there's a could. That's that conjunction. So,
Mm-hmm.
we got to verify things like that.
Yep.
Could be the son of Thomas Moss or Abby Brown. That seems possible to me. I've been in touch with a young man. His name is Evans, Cameron Evans, who is related to Thomas Moss through his son, Landon and London. Landon
Mm-hmm.
was born about 1810 and is mentioned in the Thomas Moss's will.
Mm-hmm.
If it can help at all, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you remember that person with Landon in London, they are mentioning that will. And
Yes,
so,
they are.
and so now here I am by reaching out to them, they're coming back with people who are related to that one,
Mm-hmm.
and that particular Landon. And so that's, those are clues that I can use to, they said follow up with me and let me show you what kind of how extensive her tree is. Here she is. Uh, this tree has 8,000. This Gurdon tree over here, eight feet
Mm-hmm.
tall, and she has a couple other ones, 500 stuff. But this one, when I click on it, here's the Thomas Moss right there,
Yeah.
and she has all of the. She has him, his brothers and sisters, uh, his grandchildren. You can see all of them as they come down. And that woman that was in that one that was in that note, she comes in here.
Yeah.
She's in this
Yeah.
process here.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to get more information from their side because I don't know, but they feel this person is more experienced about knowing who this Thomas's Moss is. Here he is right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know him as being the slaveholder of my ancestors.
Right.
And it could be him that is, one of my, it could be him. And another thing that we have to understand, it could be her too. It could be a woman.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can't rule that out either. But this is the branch. I do know that this is the branch because they've given me verifiable cousins that match them with DNA.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she generated all that information
Yeah.
for us. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And so that's a wealth and look, look how far back up she goes.
Wow, she's able to go back pretty far.
Yeah,
1500s, 1600s.
yeah. There he is. She's able to
Mm-hmm.
go up here, and then she jumps over here and goes 13, 17,
Mm-hmm.
16, 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at some of those. They're over in England,
Yeah.
Worcestershire, England. But she's
Mm-hmm.
all the way to 15. Now, let me see, is there any more? 1510. Come on,
Yeah.
guy.
1490.
Yeah. So I just thought that, just by reaching out and fishing, throwing out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
throwing out messages, collaborating with people who, when you click on his in her tree, there he is. And what I did was I clicked on his memorial, and all these people had that picture in their trees. They know
Gotcha. Yeah.
him. And so what I did is modified my reach out text message to make it a little more, give them a little bit more information. I had my regular, that's my reach out text message there, but
Mm-hmm.
I added, I didn't, because I don't know their name. They got this here funny name. I don't know who the funny name. They don't have an exact name, but I said,
Right.
I hope all is well with your family and you. I'm reaching out to you to share additional family documents when you schedule uh, permits. Thanks for taking the important step to research your family. You will be an awesome family historian. They already are.
Mm-hmm.
You have DNA related members on one of your trees. They are related to me on my father's side, the Black Moss family, originally enslaved by Thomas and J.C.C. Moss in Russellville, Franklin County, Alabama. And I'm reaching out to you for your help with my research. You see, so
Mm-hmm.
I put it in that tone and just put it out in that ocean, and
Yeah.
I modified it. And so what happened is that's when she came back. I did that, that's October 15th. And October 17th, she came back with this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important
Mm-hmm.
on how you build relationships with different um, uh, different people, because
Yeah, that's true.
that's what they do. And on that, I want to go back to the
I don't
other
see an
thing.
Edmund Moss in there though. Maybe
Huh?
you could, can you click on find in tree and look for Edmund?
Okay.
Yeah, see if Edmund is in there.
How you spell ED?
Edmond Moss. Yes, he doesn't. They don't have him in that tree.
Well, I wouldn't think, but the only reason they're not, they don't have that portion. They don't. They didn't do the research with the slate, with us. You remember, I'm reaching out to them.
That's true. Yeah.
Now, this other one now, Lauren DeMall. Now she has that trail,
Mm-hmm.
and his name is in that trail. And let's take a look at that, Edmund, where he's at. Um, it's in one of her records. Let's see, descendants. This 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 Lauren on the trail, he has over 1550 DNA matches to her, and 12 matches are descendants of Jackson C, and 50 are to this here Thomas and Peggy. And it goes on and on as Rufus. And this is the one that I've seen that name, that land, the one he's talking about,
Mm-hmm.
Landon. She has another record that talks about him. Let me see. Thomas and William. And mine, my second great grandfather is Reuben, right here.
Yeah.
And, and this is one of her statements on that. They, they unlikely we would never be able to prove who the mothers are of Rufus and Reuben were. We might not be able to prove that. And then she goes into the slave schedules and comes up with an opinion. And this Thomas Moss's will, it has this Annie or Tilda, so they probably be the two, who were probably the two black women aged 30 and 40 listed in the 1850 schedule of the Thomas Moss estate. And Reuben's mother might also have been Amy and Tilda, or possibly another enslaved woman by J.C.C. Moss. That's his son, named Martha, who was married to William Jack Moss.
Mm-hmm.
So I have information coming from another source that uh, it's going to be important to follow through on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so there, those are. Let me see where this Landon was. You know, we saw him in one of our communications, didn't we? You brought that to my attention about this. London.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. There's that one. Let's see this one. Moss descendants. People who are probably enslaved by J.C. Moss is blue, and purple is who were enslaved by William Moss. Uh, Thomas, there his is. Okay, here's Thomas, the descendants, and his kids as they go down. And but she does go in some dialogue about the people who were enslaved, where they are now. She has a document that starts from 1850, 1860 to when they were out, 1870. So these are the descendants of Thomas Moss, the white descendants, it looks like. See that? They're all the descendants. And then here's where here's Lauren. That's good that we're having this conversation, but here's where Lauren comes in. You see her? There she is.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy too. You know, he's part of that branch. Tommy Lewis. And I've had him on my meetings, and he matches a number of the black uh, cousins. He's part of our branch. So it's quite ironic that first I met Tommy and he started sharing information, and Lauren saw some information online, and then she reached out. But she was more thorough, as you see,
Mm-hmm.
with her information. And so here's Tommy right here. He he matches. Tommy's a DNA match with other Moss descendants, black and white. So hmm. Okay. Now you get into some of the our DNA relatives that I know. You know, when you talk about John Murray, Hope, them, John Murray and Henry D. William, they're in the 1870 census, and it has their families, and that's where him and Reuben and all of them come in. You remember it was color coded. And let's see if this is probable biological son of J.C. Moss and an enslaved woman. She's coming in. Do you see Landon's name in there? London? Not in this one. Let's go down further. Rufus James. Now, these are I gave Here's Mike McGee. He passed away, last year, and he's a DNA match to Lauren and Val and Benny. They're all in this group here, with James Monroe Moss. That's them. Mine is with Reuben T. Moss. So James Monroe is Reuben's brother. No, Reuben's son. James Monroe Moss and Thomas Moss are Reuben T. Moss's sons. And that's where I come in. You see my name. I'm a GEDmatch master. Other Moss descendants, black and white.
Mm-hmm.
And here's my family right through in this area.
Yeah, you're not sharing that screen. It's still on that other Thomas Moss.
Can you see it now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'll go back up a little bit. In our meetings, they talk about the Hobsons. I hear them talk about the Hobsons. David Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
he talks about the Hobson family,
Yeah.
who they are. But these are the ones that are uh, probable, and based off of the DNA, they're matching. And here's what she has. She has an Anthony, Hobson, and shows where they live, the Beasleys, and Lauren. She's pretty extensive. And then she came down to Reuben. This is my second great grandfather, and that's where she used. This is from the 1870 census, so she has that information. And here's my name in it because that's my father, and we're David Moss from Thomas William Moss. See that? That's my second great grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
and he. And this is where Vinny and them are in this area here, and also Mike McGee. So that's an example of some of the information I just wanted to share with you. And while I have you, while you're here, could you verify and get me into WikiTree? While we have the time, let's see where I'm at. Am I in it? Or
Sure.
and let's sign up for it. Let me
Yeah.
check first. What should I do? Check and see.
Just go to wikitree.com.
Okay, let me see. See if I have it on here. Wiki. Is
You're
this
gonna have to share your screen. You're still on that document.
okay? Let me see. Is it? I'm getting ready. Can you see this? I'm getting ready to pick wikitree.com login.
It's still on the document.
Okay,
You should have like a
I got
share this view
I got it.
button up at the top.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, so go to wikitree.com.
Login.
Yes.
And do I go up to the top here and just see
Yeah, where it says log in.
to see if I have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like you have one and just click on log in.
Well, just a minute. How would I know what my password is?
Um,
Do I deal with that now or just wait? Wait.
well, it looked like it automatically populated. You're using Chrome. Are you using Chrome?
Yes.
Okay. So your Chrome password manager can probably tell you what that password is.
All right, well, let me just go on in, right?
Yeah, just click on log in. And it says you are currently a guest member. So you can upgrade your account. And to do that, that means that you would have to sign the honor code to become a family member. So just click on up there where it's that first link. If
Listen,
you want to upgrade your account to the family member,
yeah, I
come
do.
come down to this second paragraph here. Yeah. And it's a link that says family member. So if you
Right.
click on that family member,
Okay.
yeah, and it explains what the family member is. And basically, it allows you to communicate with other cousins and other members on WikiTree. Right now, you're just listed as a guest. So you're registered, but you're registered as a guest. So to change that to the family member, scroll down.
And his, okay.
Yeah, here how to upgrade. If you want to communicate with cousins or others about your genealogy and want to collaborate on their single family tree, you can upgrade to the family member level at any time by adding your genealogy communication preferences. And then on the next row, it says family members. You get a family member account if you register as a guest and upgrade. So if you click on upgrade,
So you're taking me
they're
through.
not making this very easy. Click on that
Okay,
link that
okay.
says
So just to let you know, we are going through the steps now that
yes.
so that I can be actively involved in
Yes.
WikiTree. I'm
Yes.
from the WikiTreeologist.
Yes.
You are the WikiTree genealogist for. Okay, so
Yeah.
what do I do now?
Just click on upgrade
Uh,
in that.
right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Now you answer these questions.
Okay, so let's go through them. I'm just going to go right down the list. So,
Yeah.
who are you interested in communicate with your genealogy?
So you've got several options from nobody to anyone. So you can select which option you prefer. All you have to do
Which
is
one do you
select
think I should
one.
start off with?
Well, considering the type of research you do and that you reach out to almost anyone, I would select anyone.
Okay, next.
Okay. Can others see your family tree? Um,
Recommendation. My my WikiTree
correct.
advisor.
Yes. I would say it. You've got some options. If you have another tree on Ancestry, which you do, is that public or private?
Some are public and some are private.
Okay, but the main one
Is is
that
is
you use for your moss, I would say it's on another website, and then for optionally, and that's optionally, you don't have to. If you make that selection, you can put the URL to your ancestor site or not. So you can just put it's on another website and leave it at that for now.
okay.
Okay. Have you taken a DNA test?
Yes,
Obviously, the answer is yes, and you can select multiple answers here if you've taken it in multiple places.
I have it.
Okay. And then are you interested in particular surnames, locations, or topics? So, and they've got a list of them here.
Well, I just think that if I just DNA
Okay.
or is there
You can click on DNA and that would be good enough for now.
yeah
And basically what happens with this tag, when anything pops up that has to do with DNA, you'll get an email message about it.
Okay, that's the one I want.
Okay. And those are just examples. I mean, if you have like if you wanted to tag Moss, Moss, in one of those tag fields, then
Yeah.
anytime someone makes a change to a profile with the last name of Moss, you're going to get an email about it. Okay. Anything else? Number 5?
But what about did 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 DNA register? I clicked on it.
Yes. You
Okay.
can enter it. You can enter it there as another tag. I think those are just examples. So if you just type DNA as a tag, there you go. That's good enough. Anything else you'd like to tell your cousins or other genealogists who see your profiles? And that's optional. You can go back and change this later. Um, but for now, this is good enough. And you can click submit.
I'm gonna put something in there.
Okay. I
But
mean,
this
you
is
don't have to, it's
yeah,
optional.
yeah,
And you're limited to 800 words,
yeah. It's gonna be brief.
800 characters. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sounds good. Now you can submit. Thank you. Your answers have been saved. See them in your profile. So you can click on that link up above.
Which one?
In that green box there, there's a link that says your profile. In the green box, it says thank you. Your answers have
Oh,
been saved.
yeah. Okay.
Yep. And click on your profile. There you are. Your profile has now, your initial profile has now been created. Now, you can go down and you can update information. When you see the pencil with the line on it, you see a
Yeah.
line and a pencil
Yeah.
on this first row. That's your edit button. So
Yeah.
if you click on that, that means you want to make an edit to your profile. Some of the other things, this first gray line here is what we call a jump bar.
Which one's
Um,
that?
the up arrow, like if you're at this bar will always remain constant. It will not move. So as you scroll down on your profile, you'll be able to select any of these options here to move around on your page. You see
Oh,
how
oh,
that jump bar stays at the top as you scroll down. So again,
oh,
up at
oh,
the
yeah.
top,
I see that one. The biography,
yeah,
the sources, and
yes,
comments.
yeah.
I'm gonna jump a little ahead. What is the matches for?
As you get DNA matches, if other people that match some of the family members that you have added to WikiTree, If they are DNA matches to those profiles and they're matches to you, then it will show up as matches.
Okay. Oh, right here. Can I put my birth date in here?
Yes, you can. You can click on that. It'll take you to the field that you need to complete.
Wow, let's see this. Uh,
Yeah. So if you scroll up a little bit, because it went right to birthplace, but there's birth date. So yeah, so if you have a prefix like doctor, reverend, sergeant, things of that nature, that's what would go in that prefix field.
yeah.
Um, your first name is Jerry, not Jerry Brent. So you want to remove the Brent from your proper first name.
And
And then
where do I get my middle name?
your middle name is down just a few more lines down. You can
Okay.
put your middle name as Brent.
Okay. So what is this here? Preferred name.
If you had a name like, for example, my husband's name is James. However, he preferred Jim. So that would be the preferred name. But in your case, if you don't have a preferred name, it's going to automatically populate to Jerry. So you could have left Jerry there. Right now it says anonymous because you completely emptied out that field. But you could put Jerry in there as your preferred first
Okay.
name. Yeah. If you have any other nicknames, there's a field for that. And of course, you've got your middle name, you've got your last name at birth. You want to remove the senior because we have a field for the suffix further down.
Okay. Last name of birth, Moss, right?
Uh-huh. And remove the senior.
I'm trying to get in there to do that.
Okay.
Oh, push the edit button. Uh-oh. Cancel. How do
Yeah,
I?
you don't have to do that just yet. There you go. Just delete that.
It's not allowing me to go back there. Oh, it's making yellow. It's yellow.
That may be because of how you created it when you first started. So let's go to current last name and remove the senior. And then I'll show you how to go
What?
back and
Okay,
fix the
okay,
other one.
okay,
Yeah. Remove the senior there.
okay.
And then go down to the suffix and put your senior there. Yeah. Now,
Ready?
I'm gonna tell you to save this right now. Well, let's go ahead and finish these other fields, and then I will walk you back on how to correct your last name at birth. Okay. Your birth date,
Uh, got it.
and this is in military, so you want to put day, month, year.
Hey, day? What? Day?
Then month. You don't have to put a dash.
Okay.
You will have to put a space though. There you go.
I knew it. The
Hmm.
reason that it's been a while
That's all
why
right.
why I didn't tackle this beast.
That's all right.
So once
Um,
I tackle it, boy, I will ride this one. I'm gonna ride this one, boy. It's like
yeah.
it's like a
And then
spaceship. Wiki Tree's like a spaceship the way things are going now.
no, this will
Well,
be
I'm
so
saying,
easy to you after a couple times. You'll
but
be breezing through it.
yeah, but I'm saying, in a sense that it's so important to have this format based off of all these expenses that we are incurring in these
Mm-hmm.
other programs.
Yeah.
Some of them are on, some of them are off,
Yeah.
and your information, and you always, teach us and tell us that this is, it's going to last, it's going to last. It's a secure website.
Yes, it is.
And,
Yes, it is.
and it does have, it has conditions that you want to verify. They just don't let you just go in and put anything in without verifying it.
That's correct.
Hmm?
That's correct.
Okay, where are we at?
Where you're next, you can tab to birthplace.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. And you see a list there. So Douglas, uh-huh. And then we can scroll on down. Um, choose your sex at birth. Okay. And it already has your email address, so you don't have to worry about that. And then scroll on down. Now, here's the key pieces that we want to focus on right now for your profile is your biography. Right below the biography line, where it says the biography, you just want to press enter at the beginning of that line because we're going to put something in between the word biography and that first line there.
okay. So at biography, where at here?
Yes.
Where at?
Um,
What
like
can I add?
right behind the double equals.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put your cursor there and press enter. And then you're going to put two brackets. Well, the squigglies right up above the bracket on your keyboard.
Which brackets?
On your keyboard next
Yeah.
to the letter P. Yeah, you want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
hold the shift key
Yeah.
and
Like one of those.
yeah, two. There you go. One more. And then type African American sticker.
What else?
Sticker. And
That one?
then you want to put the two squigglies at the end behind it. There you go. And
Okay.
then the rest of it, whatever biography you want to say about yourself, you can populate beginning with that line that says the biography for Jerry Brent Moss Sr. is empty. What can you add? You can replace that entire line with whatever you want to add. If you want to think about it for a minute, you can leave that there.
Oh no, let me put something in it so that this is some information that's going to get out. I'm just going to do some basic. I'm going to promote my genealogy research group.
Exactly. And I'll tell you now, you're going to want to update it as time goes
No,
on.
yeah,
You'll go back and you'll look at it and you'll want
this
to
is
make some changes to it, and you can do that.
yeah, this is just the introduction. I want to
Yep.
fill in to feel like I am following your instructions.
Okay.
While I'm able, it's a blessing. I'm thankful. So, the biology for me is empty. So, what can I add? When do I do that?
You
Other
can do
here?
that whenever you want. You can do it now or you
Oh, I
can
want to
think
do it right
about it.
now. But
Okay.
should I take this biography for Jerry Moss Sr. is empty?
You
Yeah.
can you can replace that line.
Okay,
Yes.
let me do that. Okay, that's a good start.
Uh-huh. That's a good start. And then that's good enough. Right now you can scroll down.
Um, uh, at this time, is this the time to, like, if interested, email me and I can send you the meeting invite at this time if somebody looked at it, or should I wait?
Um, why don't you wait? Because I'm gonna show you once you save this, you'll see that folks will be able to reach out to you via email from your site,
Okay,
from your page.
okay,
Okay.
let's go.
So now if you want, you can preview, you can click on preview and you can see what this looks like, what you have so far.
Mhm.
Ah, so we need to fix our sticker here. Let me give you the correct sticker. I may have there may be a dash between African and American. So why don't we go back up and put a dash in between African and American? I I tend to forget that sometimes. On in your biography, yeah. Uh-huh, right there where you did that. Yeah, let's put a dash in between African American and American. Okay. And then remove that extra space. There we are. Yeah. Okay. Now we can go back and preview it again. Yeah, see that fixed that problem and see where it put a little sticker. So it
What you mean?
has this little symbol here, a
Yeah,
silhouette of a black man and woman, and then it'll have your name is part of the US Black Heritage.
okay,
Okay. That's all that sticker does. It just helps identify you as an African American. Okay.
all right,
And then you can click on the X to close that out. But that's what your biography looked like and what your source looked like. So now we can scroll down to where it says change explanation.
yeah,
Here, right now, for the moment, we can just say it's a bio improvement. I mean, this is a brand new profile, so you can just say bio improvement. You could have just clicked on that radio button and it would have added it for you.
let me see. Oh, yeah, right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There you go. And now you want to full save and commit changes.
This one.
Uh-huh. Scroll down. I think I saw a little message there. Change before saving. Oh, a birth date. Moss Sr., born 22/12/1950, cannot be interpreted. Please use year, month, day, month, year, or month, day, year. Because you used a numeric number for December. Okay. So where you put the number 12 in your birth date field, you want to change that to the word December or at least the DEC.
Right here.
Okay. Uh-huh. Where it says 12, change that to the text, the actual word. Uh-huh. There you go. Now you're good. And you can see instead of scrolling all the way back down, up at the top on your jump bar, you can click on save,
Right
and
here.
that will take you all the way back down. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Save. Uh-huh. And then you can click on full save. Now everything's taken care of. Ta-da. So you now have two badges. One that says you are a family member because you've upgraded to the family member status. Hey, and you're DNA tested. So you've got your first two badges
Got
there.
some badges?
Yeah, you got
Oh,
some
man.
badges.
I like that. Hey,
Yeah.
you remember in Toastmasters we would get ribbons?
Yes.
Oh man, and then it started getting placards and
Yes, yes, yes.
the trophy for the week, the best evaluator, and
Yes.
all that.
Yes,
wasn't that exciting?
it was very exciting. I've got all kinds of little awards from Toastmasters.
Yeah,
Um,
I showed you mine. Mine is here's one. Well, I was an area governor.
yeah,
Yeah, oh, here it is. That big one. Jerry Moss Senior, most improved Toastmaster, 1985, and it was called the Hard Hats Club.
okay,
Yeah, that's here in San Diego.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, see, I was a member of Toastmistress before I
Woo!
joined the Toastmasters. You know,
Whoa.
that's from back in the day when the women had their own little Toastmaster group. We
That's
were the
pretty cool.
Toastmisters. Yep.
So
Now
where we go from here?
you see on your name here where they've
Yeah,
got Moss Senior in parentheses.
yes,
So now what we want to do is we want to go back and correct that. That's the one where we tried to change it and we couldn't.
right.
So now we're going to do an edit. We're going to click on the pencil on the gray bar there. Click on that pencil.
This one?
Yes. Anytime you want to make an edit to a profile, that's what you click on. Now
And
we want to go down to last name at birth, and there's a link on the outside that says change last name at birth.
this one.
Yep. Click on that. And for the correct last name at birth, we just want to put Moss, Moss. Okay. And tab down to the short explanation.
Yeah.
Yep. And just say that you're removing the suffix from the last name at birth.
Spell that. Suffix.
Suffix. Uh-huh.
Of what now?
From the last name at birth.
At birth.
At birth. Uh-huh.
Got it.
That's good. Yep. And then you can click on correct the last name at birth. Why is it not doing anything? There we
Yeah.
go. It's just slow. Okay, so now you can see last name at birth now just says Moss. And then you can click on save. Well, that you shouldn't have to, but yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, click on save. You're all done, really.
And
So
now,
you
so what
you
do I,
you already did your save, so you're all good. I just wanted to make sure there were no errors or anything showing up down there at the end.
so where's my home page?
You are on your regular page. If you just um oh,
What
I see
what
what you're
what
saying.
what come I don't have Jerry Brent Moss in there?
It won't show up there, but it will show up on your profile when you go to look at your regular profile. If you go to my wiki tree up in the upper right corner,
Up here?
see the upper right corner. Now
Yeah.
these are all different activities and features and functions and things that you can do within WikiTree. So see, it's got your badges. You've already made 2 contributions. Woohoo! That's updating your profile and things of that nature. If you go to my navigation page, my nav page, that will show you. It'll have like a little tree. It's in purple right now. My nav page. Yep.
Yeah, huh?
Uh-huh. So if you click on that, you'll see there's a tree that will pop up, and this shows you, the folks that you can add to your tree. I would suggest adding them in this order. versus, bouncing all around. So you could start with your parents and then their parents, and that will populate this tree. I can show you mine so you can see what that looks like.
Please,
Um,
please.
okay,
I'll stop sharing.
okay. I just sent you a request
You got it.
so I could share. Okay. It's taking forever. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I can move you out of the way. There we go. Come on.
Be right there, and you go down to that nav, the one that's
Yeah.
right there, the nav one.
Yeah. I was trying to get our faces out of the way.
Oh, that's okay. There you go.
Okay. So now you can see where
That's
it's got,
beautiful.
yeah. So when you start adding your pictures, they'll fill in here, and then you've got, your family,
Yeah,
so on and so forth. Um,
I like that.
yeah, and this is basically just again your navigation homepage. This is just your homepage, and you can update this at any time.
And
Um,
other people, they see that, huh?
yes, they can see this without seeing a whole lot of details about your family. Um, which is what I like. So, like for example, it's got a scratch pad. So, uh, the profiles that I'm currently working on, they can click on that scratch pad to see what I'm working on. Other things like where I've got profiles where I need to add sources, things of that nature. They can click on those if they want to add sources to those profiles. This is just activity that I've had within WikiTree right now, the things that are going on. It looks like I've been added to a social media team. So,
Of
um,
course, of course,
at,
they're gonna do that.
yeah, yeah, it's been pretty busy because we've got the symposium coming up in a couple weeks. So there's a team that's responsible for that, and they've been, you know, asking me, can you do this? Can you do that? Things of that nature. Um, so see, there's a lot of, oh, somebody talked about me. Elaine answered a question about me. So, but this is just different activity that's been going on within WikiTree. And this is like within the past few hours. It looks like the past 24 hours,
Oh,
really.
really?
Yeah.
Within the last, within that amount of time, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, this is actually a slow day. This is where, because I've been doing some quarterly reporting. So that's what all these are, is from quarterly reports that I've been doing um, for my different projects. So really, it's just basic information about your activity on WikiTree, some of the things you're involved in. Um, like here, it's got Jerry Brent Moss merged Jerry Moss into Jerry Moss Senior, yada yada yada. I'm surprised that's showing up on my tree.
Yeah. What's going on here?
I
They,
don't know.
they
I
know we
don't know.
connected.
Yeah,
They know we connected, but that's all good. But
yeah.
but what this does is it gives me a project, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I can fill out this tree, and this is the tree that other people can see. It introduces me to your fantastic platform, and I can. Um, I'm thankful that I have a mentor like you to get me started,
Certainly.
set me down long
Certainly.
enough to cross the T's and dot the I's.
Yeah, certainly.
No more,
Certainly.
no more procrastinating. So I have to, from fishing, like, you got to get started. You have to be prepared. Now I'm anchored, I'm in. So whatever happens from here, it's up to me
Yay.
to add the information, right?
That's right. That's right.
So what do you recommend that I do first, cousin Denise?
I would recommend getting started, adding your parents, creating profiles for your parents. And of course, you can do that from your navigation page. You can, uh, I did click on that. There we are. So see, this is my profile. And like where you put your greeting and things, this is what my profile is. And I had a link to my family tree. That question they asked you if you wanted to share that. I put my URL in, and so it gave me a link to my family tree. That link takes me straight to um, this information here. This is like a pedigree chart.
Right.
It's
Is
right
that
below.
is that generated by WikiTree or
Yes,
okay?
yes. This was generated by WikiTree based on the information that I have put in my tree. Okay. So like here you can see Margaret Moss, and this is who we're trying to find the connections to, but Margaret Moss was my grandmother's grandmother. And of course, Edmund Moss was her father. And
Okay.
that's as far back as I've been able to go. He's born about 1807 in Virginia.
So
Okay.
he was born in Virginia,
Yeah.
and when we looked at our hmm,
Born in Virginia, but they migrated to Alabama.
and with when you use those terms, what uh, he was born when,
He was born in 1807
and
in Virginia.
he was enslaved,
No, he was a free person of color in Alabama. Now he may have been enslaved in Virginia. I have not been able to research back that far to find out. I haven't found anything on Freedmen's Bureau records yet indicating that he was a slave or that he was freed between the time he was born in 1865. All I know is that he was a free person of color in Alabama. So, sometime between the migration from Virginia to Alabama, he was freed.
okay. Let me see.
Yeah, see, I've got his Civil War service record. And at that time, he was a free person of color fighting in the Union colored troops.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. And see, and that was back in 1864. That's how I know he was a free person of color in Alabama. Now, before that, he may have been a slave. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's what else? What else is now that I'm at this point? What else do you want what do you recommend that I do with when I do get on Ricky Tree and I devote some of my study time, my research time on my research? What has the most impact that I need to focus on now?
I'd say adding those family members, get your ancestors in that tree. The more ancestors that you can add to your tree, the sooner you will become part of the global tree.
I'm not part of it now.
Not at this time. You're just standing out there all by yourself right now. Once we get you connected to the global tree through your ancestors, you'll be able to see information like this. So, like here, it's identifying um, my degrees of separation.
Uh-huh.
It's identifying connections, other people in the global tree that you're connected to. You'll be able to see information like that. But yeah, the key thing is to get those family members added. Start getting those ancestors added to the family tree. Hi, Clarice.
Hello.
Yeah, so those are the key things. Is
I have a cousin that needs a little help in uh, joining the meeting. Denise, would you and Clarice, will you two please take over? Talk, uh,
okay,
handle it until I come. I want to help Deidre come get in the
okay,
meeting. How you doing?
certainly.
How you doing, Clarice?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yep.
it's great hearing you that you're on the meeting. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just got in. I had some other things I was getting going on, so I figured I'd get on part of it.
Thank you so much. Go ahead,
Yes.
Yeah.
Denise.
Yeah. Clarice, did you have any questions about anything? It doesn't have to be WikiTree. It can be anything.
No, I'm just, trying to hang in there. I'm just getting set up. It's just been a long process, but I just try to keep connected. Had my caregiver getting my whole situation I couldn't even get on my laptop, so I finally got in on my phone.
Okay.
So I'm just staying connected until I actually get all my setup done,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll be able to just actually go back and kind of start. The main thing I'm going to try to locate is my father's relatives. I've talked with them, my father's uh, mother's first marriage relatives there, but I've tried to get hold to my father's uh, the Collins, his brothers, and the one that was out here, he's deceased, but try to get into those death records and try to connect with a live person from the Collins group. He's got a couple
Mm-hmm.
of brothers and sisters, kind
Mm-hmm.
of all jumbled up. So that's going to be my pursuit.
Okay.
To,
Now, are they living in the same geographic location as you, or
no, they're in Texas, and they're
ah?
all well, most of his family. I'm sure they've migrated around, but are in Guadalupe County. And
Okay.
I do have the Pro Tools. I got to go back and look at that and look at some regions. I just need somebody to be able to like walk through with me, at
Mm-hmm.
a time that's not on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, I go in and out of knowledge. I
Mm-hmm.
know a little bit, and my eyesight is a little bit bad, and I want to be able to just have someone have time to devote me through each
Mm-hmm.
of those steps. Like yesterday, I'm with the Genesis School of Business, and the director, she came to my house and signed me up with the Chat GP, whatever that is called.
Chat GPT.
Yes, with that, I'm all signed up to do my project, to do my books with the group. And and we leave it open, all I gotta do is go to my laptop, hit that, pick up where I left off. I mean, I know a lot of things. I've taken different courses, but through all the trauma, through all the stress and everything, and this memory quickly leaves and goes. So what did I do? What did I do? I write
Mm-hmm.
stuff down. So I got to kind of go back and just walk through it again
Mm-hmm.
and get that pat. And
Mm-hmm.
that would have to be off the show, little questions I could ask, and I pick up a lot of information. So that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of where I am. It's sort of was embarrassing, but it's like, no, it's not embarrassing.
No.
Just it'll all come back to me. I haven't totally forgot things, but if we're in the show under the pressure, I may not think fast enough, and then so I don't say certain things. I'll just listen, and that's the kind of issue that I have. I like that tree and that face, but
Bless your
except
heart.
also you
Thank you.
step back in and out of it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the kind of help that I need. I mean, it's all information that's being absorbed, but when I actually go back to do it, I need a step by step, like how you say, share your screen, do that. I would need somebody to say, okay, you do this, you do this. I could
Mm-hmm.
show you uh, what I had her, what she did for me yesterday. She said, well, turn your camera around and let me see what. So she read what I was looking at. And then she was
Mm-hmm.
able to tell me, do that, other. I hadn't even thought about little simple things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular person, she's actually taking classes to become certified uh, an AI
Oh, okay.
person. And so that's the kind of stuff I like to do. Like what you do, I like learning it all from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, knowing all the different symbols. I gifted to go in. Like I created a whole workshop with a project that I wanted to do when somebody just threw me the link and I just fiddle around. But
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to send it to my printer, but to be able to go right in, start from the beginning, set it all up, I didn't know that part.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to do is the basic learning. How do you from A to Z, what do you go in? What do you open? Each little step,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
learning part of it. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeking now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not totally computer illiterate, but I'm certainly nowhere near savvy. I've
Mm-hmm.
taken enough classes in college. You have to take those basics. I know the basics. I could do a lot of stuff, but now at this age and stage, I need to go back and learn each and every step. It'll go
Mm-hmm.
fast because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just totally ignorant, but
Right.
that's what I need to do now.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I even think I even signed up for. I get all these. What is it called? Wiki. What do we call that? Week. What do you do? The Wiki link. I can't even say the word. What is the word?
The wiki links.
Wiki links. Yeah, I even signed up for all that. But because I get all these feeds, and sometimes I open them up and I look at them, and then later I just kind of been just deleting them until I actually ready to work with that. So
Mm-hmm.
I jump in and do a lot of stuff real quick, but do I really know how to do it from start to finish? And so that's my goal now is to go back to each one of these things that I'm doing and know how, like with Zoom, I'm learning how to operate Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of did it on my own. I have a Zoom account that I pay every month. I can do Zoom meetings. I do simple ones. I have the Pro Tools. I have Ancestry. So I have what I need. I just need somebody to teach me how to work it.
Okay. Yeah. And that's why we're here. I think that's why Jerry pulled this together so that all his cousins can get together and we can share what we're learning through genealogy research and documentation.
Denise?
Exactly. And that's what I do. And I listen to you all. But, like I said, August the 5th, I had right hip replacement surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So my focus has been kind of that.
Yeah.
But in between that, I still stay connected. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just pretty much like healed by my right knee. I had surgery a year and a half ago on the left knee. and the right knee was already bone on bone. The hip part is healing, but it's the right knee that's giving me a lot of problems. So I have all these exercises that I got to do. I've got
Mm-hmm.
caregivers coming in. I'm getting the hours because I need to be turned every 2 hours. And
Mm-hmm.
before I actually get back up, which I did and I can do, but I'll flop. I got to build up these muscles. So I've got a set of about 10 exercises that I'm
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be doing 3 and 4 and 5 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Some I can do from the bed. Some I have to turn around, sit up in my bed, and I need people here. So we're getting the hours, and so I can work it. So once I build those muscles up, before I try to jump up and try to do the walking or do
Mm-hmm.
something like that, I got to do the build up,
Yeah.
and that's what's and then I have neuropathy in my fingers, and I have it in my feet. So that's another element of slowdown because now you got to mentally think you can't stand. You may quite not feel, but you get adjusted to feeling sensations in areas, but you know you're going to stand and you're holding on to something. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a process.
Yeah.
It takes a lot longer than what I in my mind. I want to just get up and start because before I came in here August the 5th, I was getting up in my motor cart, going to down the streets, block to the store here and there, and the
Mm-hmm.
whole bit, transferring and all. But after the surgery, there's been a drop. And then because of the hip replacement, where they went from the back, I have restrictions. I can never go more than a 90-degree angle. And that's from, they say, 3 to 9 months to do that. Otherwise, the socket, the joint goes out of socket. And then you got to
Mm-hmm.
go back in.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't even, like I'm sitting in a chair, that's a 90-degree. I cannot bend over and put on my socks.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot cross my right leg over. I cannot spread it too far apart.
Mm-hmm.
All of those restrictions makes life a little complicated, but that's okay. I'm not
Yeah.
down about it. It's just what it is until I get through this.
Yeah.
And so
Stay focused
yes,
and stay with it. My mother-in-law went through the same thing.
really, yes.
And in her infinite wisdom, she had both her knees replaced at the same time.
Woo!
Yeah. So, we had to constantly work with her and help
Yes.
her through all of those therapy sessions.
So you understand that.
Oh, definitely. I understand exactly what you're going through because she
Okay.
was bedridden for a very long time until she got up enough courage to start following through on the therapy. That
Right.
therapy is very important.
And consistency, and that I am, that I do. And I
Mm-hmm.
like if I miss like yesterday, my right leg was so stiff. So I had my caregiver sit. I sat up in the bed. I had this gel that I rubbed on it to kind of numb it, and I put a pillow so that I had the left foot down touching the floor, and I had
Mm-hmm.
the pillow for the right because I do, and I just sat there for about 35 minutes or more. So, and then if I had her just tip me, put my legs, got me back in the bed, and then it felt so good. It was a little painful at the time, but then I
Mm-hmm.
was so relieved because when you're sitting up, you're in a crunch. I
Yes.
can lay back some, but that doesn't feel good. And then I
Mm-hmm.
noticed today that knee is not stiff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got to get the people are coming in. We just get in our schedule. I can do some in the bed, but every day, so I'm doing that. And then within about a week, I'll have enough people in here, and my workers coming back to reassess. And I'm gonna have to share. If I gotta have somebody turn me every 2 hours, I need more hours than you guys are giving me. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're doing
Clarice,
all of it, and it's happening. And I
Clarice,
see the improvements. I see the results because I've always exercised when I went back to school at Sac State here and graduated in 2005. I had a AA, got my bachelor's. I took weight training in there. So you got the book work, you learn all the different body parts and the science to it. And then you have the weight
cousin
where you actually
Clarice.
do the exercise.
Excuse me, cousin
Why?
Clarice. I hate to interrupt you, but
That's
like
okay.
this is what happened on. You said a show, talk radio. No, it's nothing like that. But hey, can have you changed your password on your ancestry?
Me?
Yeah.
You need me to?
No, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So what I'm asking you, if I give Denise your account username and password, she can go into your account and she can look at your account and she can talk, through your
And this is
account
Denise
and
I'm
help you.
talking to, right?
Huh?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. Matter of fact, that's what her and I were just talking about.
Okay, here's
That
what
I
I've
wanted her
here's
off the show
well,
to
here's
be
what
able
I've done.
to help me.
Just a minute. Here's what I've done. I have put that information in the chat.
Okay.
So Denise, her username and her password is in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you have access to that.
Okay.
Thanks,
Okay.
Clarice,
So
for
and when
giving
she
that to
gets
her.
that information, it's gonna come out of that chat, so nobody else can go in there and pick that up.
Nobody
N-
else. It's just her.
Nobody else is here but the three of
Okay.
us. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Right on time, Jerry.
So how do I deal with that?
Yeah. So now I do have quite a few other things on my plate right now, Clarice, but
I
I'll try to
understand.
get to you around the middle of what's next week look like for you.
Uh, because I go to dialysis, the better days are for me. Depends on what time you'll be calling. It's no big rush, just whatever your time frame is. If you just kind of let me know a heads up, because I'm always there's therapists here. There's always something going on. But if you
Yeah.
tell me what time
Yeah. That's
works
why I'm
for you.
asking you what I think I'm a little more flexible than you are with everything that you've got going on. Um, it's best if you give me a time in
Okay,
a day of the week that's best
okay.
for you because you've got the most strenuous schedule.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday else days, and evenings are probably better.
Okay.
What time? What time? Where are you? What time frame are you on?
I'm on Eastern time.
Okay, so I'm uh Pacific. Yeah, I guess that's what I am. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, she's on Pacific.
works
And
for me.
and Clarice,
Yes.
I'll be able to. I'm more flexible. I'm more in tune to your schedule. I'll be able to work with you. Cause
Okay, that's fine too. I get more the merrier. I have no objections
yeah, I got
because
you.
what you do, and then when Denise can chime in with me, I'll work with her.
Okay.
That's even more we can get done. The way
Yep.
I look at it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Uh,
Yeah, I'm a
Clarice,
lot better situated now.
Clarice,
Than,
are you up to date? Could you give us your perspective, uh, the status of that you know of the California reparations?
I got something from I can't think the guy's name, CJAC, and I
Yeah.
haven't really looked into that.
Well, I can
But
tell you, I have the
yeah,
update on
tell me, you
the
probably more up to date than what I have.
yeah. Well, basically, the governor has signed two bills in the law.
Oh,
One
okay.
one is SB 518,
Mm-hmm.
and it's establishing a Freedmen's Bureau, but it's under a different name.
Okay.
And the other one is he signed a bill 437, and that is for they're gonna they're gonna set up a genealogy group and different for different options on the benefits. How uh, what qualifications are you going to need to qualify?
Uh-huh.
And when we were going through the stage of the task force, there were certain qualifications, and they're going through the state colleges to verify the information once you submit your information on reparations package. So the governor has allowed $6 million to the state colleges to come up with a process for determining eligibility. So that's 437, and the 518, they actually have an agency that is going to be where this is going to oversee the reparations and set up a process for social justice going forward under a state-approved agency. So those are two things that have been agreed upon.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jerry. Remember, I had mentioned about, and you have heard it too, instead of calling it reparations for that money that's already sitting out, there was another name. It wasn't resolution. Oh, what is it?
They have it. They already have it. I can tell you what the name of the document is.
Okay, but what is that name? Instead of calling it reparation, they're calling it something else.
Yeah, they are now. It has
Okay,
the group is it's for reparative justice.
something
Reparative
like that.
justice.
Some,
Yeah.
yeah, that's something
Uh-huh.
like that.
Mhm.
Okay,
So it is passed, and now we're going through. And three of the bills he didn't he didn't approve three of the bills.
right, right. Okay, okay. See, you're more up to date than I am.
Yeah, well, what's happening is it's moving pretty fast, and
Uh-huh.
it's a process,
It is.
and
It is.
we have to be able to uh, we have to be able to be prepared. Either way, we have to be prepared.
Right. So that's what I always tell people. We have to continue to work on our personal self and our infrastructures to be ready to deal with anything that comes. We
Yeah,
can't just sit and twiddle our fingers and wait until something happens. We need to constantly be trying to, like you say, get our people, get the DNA done, get our people educated, pass on the information so we don't have to go way down in the trenches to pull people up to what's going on there.
okay.
What? What about that? Where's
I'm
my check?
I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you see this?
I can.
Okay, on October 11th, Governor signed Senate Bill 518, and it was authored by Senator Akita Weber Pearson,
Right. Okay.
and a Democrat from San Diego. I just attended her town hall Thursday. She had a
Oh,
town hall
okay.
here in San Diego, and I attended her town hall.
Oh, all
And
right.
so this is what it says, and what 518 establishes right here establishes the Bureau for Descendants of African Slavery. That is the name. And Denise, as I
Okay.
mentioned last Friday on on the
Freedmen Bureau Friday. Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is we're patterning our bill after the Freedmen's Bureau, and this is the agency in 2025 that is patterning after the Freedmen's Bureau. And
Yeah.
and once it got into the legislature, they sanitized it some because you see what it says establishes the Bureau for Descendants of American Slavery.
Mm-hmm.
We we originally, Clarice, had it as African Americans, didn't we?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it got sensitized some, but here's what it is: a permanent state agency responsible for verifying eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But
And
now
state,
you know, because they changed the name like that, that opens the door for more than just African Americans.
that's true.
Because in California there were Mexicans, there were indigenous people as well. So that
Oh, wow.
that opens the door. I don't know if, well, I'm sure they realized that. That's why they took the word African out.
Well, here's that's true, but where it comes down to, you have to identify an ancestor who was enslaved
Yes.
anywhere in the United States before the year 1900.
Okay.
See, so
I can do that.
that's one of the criteria that the task force had. Now we'll see what this agency here comes up with. Do you understand what I'm saying? They they,
Wow.
they don't have the exact verbiage of the task force. The task force 2 year study was recommendations, but what actually came through the legislature is different, but not far off. But it had to be. We didn't want to duplicate services. This agency stands alone now, Clarice. There is
Uh-huh.
an agency now
Okay.
that we never had.
Okay.
It's not what we want, it's what we got to work
Okay.
with. You know, it's
I'm just interested in not all these other folks getting in on what belongs to us.
no, this is, there's going to be some, that's where, um, there's going to be some filters for that.
Okay.
As long as it's lineage based,
Okay.
lineage
Okay.
based.
Okay. So we don't have to start out doing that because there may be some of them that is connected through lineage base. You're right. Okay. I get it. I'm just asking because I don't, I just don't want to see none more of these delay factors.
Yeah,
All this restudy and restudy and restudy, restudying what has
there,
been studied.
there's going to be some, in order for it to be implemented, uh, they have to be able to verify the record. Somebody has to,
Yeah.
and and the state has uh, the colleges, state colleges,
Hmm.
because eventually you're going to have to go at a particular building somewhere to apply and send your information.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's going to have
Right.
to verify the information that you submit,
Right. Okay.
and the state colleges, they're under the state of California.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
so that's what I wanted to share with you.
Thank you for sharing that. Enlighten me. Yeah, like I said, you got to give some to get some. I just,
Right.
I'm just concerned about all these superficial things that only creates another delay, only to get back and say, okay, now we got to go back and do the same thing we did over again, but we're
Well,
doing it in a different name.
I want to share something with you that's pretty important,
Okay.
uh, and it puts things into perspective.
Okay.
This is where uh, this is the governor, and look at this. Governor Moore, he's a governor of Maryland. He
Mm-hmm.
vetoed legislation just this year that would have created a commission to recommend reparations for residents whose ancestors were enslaved in the in the state, in that actual
Mm-hmm.
state. Mr.
Oh,
Moore,
okay.
Mr. Moore, the nation's only current black governor, said he wanted to deliver results for people, not another
Right.
study. And
Right.
that's for his state.
His state, but that
Yeah.
applies to me and my state too.
Okay. Now, Governor Newsom, there's a different component, and this is what he had to take in consideration. Look at this study here. In 2021, the Pew Research Center survey, 68% of Americans said descendants of people enslaved in the United States should not be repaid in some way,
Wow.
a feeling largely held by respondents who were white,
Well, okay.
Asian, white, Asian, and Hispanic.
Okay.
But, but, but 70% of Black Americans said they supported reparations.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind when we are on this journey, that there's people against us, and they
Mm-hmm.
come in all colors, and there it is. There's the statistics. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the challenge. We have to be aware of that and
Right.
work within that framework.
Right. And may I say this?
Go ahead.
Them names that you just named are people who are themselves getting some type of reparations.
Correct.
Sounds like they don't want nobody else in on the good stuff. Way it sounds like to me. That's just my opinion. They're getting some kind. Why are you trying to block me for getting what my people invested
But
in?
that's what's happening on the playing field. I'm just being transparent.
No, no, I know what you're saying. You're just stating it as it is, and I'm just responding to that statement. What I feel that's where that's coming from in parts.
Yeah, well, this is the battle that we're in now.
Exactly. I hear
And,
you.
and what I want us to do is to collaborate and work together, because
Yes,
that's going to help us more. We got too many other people against us. You just see that,
exactly.
and then we're not um, collaborating.
Mhm.
Right? The black people aren't collaborating to the degree that it's going to be necessary for uh, us to get fair uh, repair for the damage that has been done.
And that's what we have to do. That's
Yes,
our fight.
yes,
To focus on what we need to do. We've got to be aware of what's out there. Here's the reality of what we're fighting against. But now, what do we need to do to strengthen ourselves and to make all that happen in spite of what's going out there? Because I don't care what, oh, it did is they shouldn't. That don't mean nothing. What are you going to do? Build your, like I always say, start with yourself and get your infrastructure together.
right. And that's what we're
I agree
doing.
with you.
That's
I
what we're
agree with you.
doing. And and
Yes.
and we're networking, like I said, we're networking with the people who are making the decisions, so that when it does come down to records and who verifying relatives anywhere
Hmm.
in the United States, we'll have our paperwork
Right.
ready.
And all I need is somebody to tell me what I need to do, and I'll do it in whatever level as much as I can, pass it on whatever I can do positive, like they talk with faith, faith without works. So when you believing for something, you need to do everything within your power to have a positive effect on what you're believing for, and that's what I see this as.
And I want to, Denise, I want to let you know
Yeah.
that I've had a I've had a result on WikiTree. I've had a response on WikiTree.
Already?
Yes.
Awesome.
There's a person named Michael Baisley,
Okay.
and he said, "Hi, Jerry. Do you have any questions about our honor code?"
He's a greeter. Yeah.
And then there's a link. there's a link to this.
Yeah.
And then he said, I'm happy to help.
Oh,
Nikki from WikiTree, a greeter.
Yeah. He's a greeter.
Mhm.
We've got a team of folks that greet all new people that join WikiTree.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he responded and responded quickly. Very good.
one thing I can say about you, Denise, you can feel your passion for WikiTree. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. Your passion shows you're into that part. That's good. That's
Yeah.
that's inspiring, encouraging, and uplifting. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
Wow, this has been nice. Okay. I like that. So you got that tree back and you step back and in and out of that tree. I thought it was some kind of another you were is a permanent thing, but it's just the image there and you go back and forth in the tree.
Oh, my live oak tree behind me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
that.
That's a symbol of African American heritage. You
All
know,
right.
we used to use the live oak tree to communicate where to go for the Underground Railroad.
Okay, okay.
Many of the black churches in the South used to, before they had building structures, they used to meet around a live oak tree.
Oak tree. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All
So
right.
that's a
I like
little
your
bit of
knowledge base too. I love information and knowledge and
hmm
I just I'm just be like a sponge and just absorb it till it becomes to immerse myself into these things. And I'm
hmm
doing it. And it's like so amazing that at another month from being 75 that I'm just like, okay, you ain't never too old to learn. You ain't it ain't all over with.
That's
Don't believe
right.
all that stuff.
That's right.
Because the more you know, actually, it brings on youthfulness.
Yeah.
And
Yes, it does.
the knowledge is what brings on the healing.
That's
You
right.
ain't got to be all this stuff. You ain't got to suffer all of that. We've suffered because of lack of knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So,
I put a text message out there to Jerry that I need your contact information. So when we need to set up a time to get together, I can reach out to you either through a text message on your phone or an email address. That was
oh, is
for
that
you. Yeah,
what?
for you, Clarice. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. You need me to
Do
put
you want
my
me to reach out to you through a text message or
yeah,
through email?
text is good for me.
Okay.
And
And
do you have my phone number?
no, I don't.
Okay, let me see if I can just pop it in the chat there.
Okay.
Loading. Okay. Message. I'm gonna say message everyone, I guess. All right, let me get my little stylus out so I got these fingers don't feel. I don't know what I'd be hitting. Come come on out. Okay, let's get back over
Jerry,
here.
you're on mute. Are you talking to us?
Jerry's quiet.
Yes.
He was
Uh,
There he
talking.
is.
the platforms are that we're interacting with, they're having so many filters. It's not as open as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
From YouTube to WikiTree, look at the different levels. You're really protecting people's interests.
Mm-hmm.
You're verifying it. So it's
That's a
good.
good thing, right?
Yeah, it is. But some people aren't as patient.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? They're not as patient, and they're used to having the same way, and things have changed. Technology. I was listening to a speaker this morning that said that children shouldn't be using these social media until they're a certain age. because it affects their lives later.
Mm.
So, giving a kid a phone at 5 years old, come on.
Oh, they getting them younger than that.
Well, I'm just telling you, these are some of the
No,
challenges
I hear you.
challenges that we're dealing with.
Well, I think some folks are bringing these challenges upon themselves. I mean, when you're raising children, it's up to you as the parent to be their guide. And you send them out into the world. I mean, you send them to daycare at what, 2, 3 years old? So you don't know what they're getting in that daycare center until they come home. And if they don't tell you, you still don't know. So same thing with social media and the use of social media. You got to train your children. Everybody's looking for somebody else to teach their children what to do.
You're right. You can't uninvolve yourself.
No.
And that's the one I think I said what they say about the AI. You have to get in and personalize it and
Mm-hmm.
tweak it yourself
Mm-hmm.
in real lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I want to introduce Deidre. She was trying to get in, and I'm glad she was able to get in. And
Hi, Deidre.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
could you tell us where you live and what some of your reasons for researching, some of the names that uh, you're researching, and how can this format, be an assistance to you?
Well, I'm Datra from Tampa, Florida, and I'm researching because I want to know my background, where I come from. And this would help me figure out where I come from and how it all started. Because I was told that the name that my family goes by, Willingham, was from um slave owners. And I want to see if that's true or not. And I just want to know who all my family is.
What have you found out so far?
Um, that I'm Nigerian, and my family started in Nigeria and in South Carolina, I think it is. Yeah. That's the only thing I found out so far, and my connections through the DNA list of all the names that match me, including you.
So have you talked to any of them?
No, I just talked to you. What I talked to one other, I forgot her name. I would have to look on the list, but she don't know much either. She trying to find out the same thing.
Well, you're in the right place. We're here to work with you. We
I
you help us,
appreciate it.
and by being here, and we'll definitely be able to share some of our tools and help you reconstruct your family. That's our goal, one of our purposes.
Okay.
And you are the main thing that you have that you're showing us is dedication and determination. You were persistent, positively,
Thank you.
and you were patient, cuz,
Mm-hmm.
and you are on the meeting because of that.
Thank you. Yes. I had to skip back and my daughter had caught COVID.
Yes, you had mentioned that.
Mm-hmm. It was driving me crazy. Oh my God. One day she was good and one day she was back down.
Mm.
And
I had her heart beating fast and had her blood pressure sky high.
my Lord.
But now she back to normal like nothing never happened. And that's the crazy part about it.
Well, thanks be to God.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Lord.
So, Clarice, do you have a question for Deidre? Clarice? I'll tell you what. Have you shared? Do you have a mentor, Deidre?
Hmm?
Do you have a mentor?
No, no.
How long has it been, how long ago did you take the test?
It was earlier this year.
And do you have the basic prescription or do you have a subscription, excuse me, to Ancestry, or you don't have one?
No, I don't have. I need to do that. I was hesitating. I guess I was so scared. I don't know. So finding out stuff I really didn't want to know, but I still want to know.
Whoa, really? Oh, you really in the right place now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because I don't need no shockers.
Oh, you're really, really, really in the right place now. Glad you here, cuz.
Yes, because I was told too that some of my ancestors could or were family could be white, and did find one. He's Spanish. His last name is Martinez, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Well, I'll tell you what. Are you on your computer or your phone right now?
Computer.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. Um, Go to your home page. Oh, you
Of
on Zoom?
Ancestry.
Yeah, on Ancestry homepage. Will you be
Okay, I'm gonna have to log in,
okay? Take your time. And
and
what I
I log
want,
in from my iPad.
and here's what I want to ask you: Do can I be a collaborator, or a manager of your kit,
Okay.
and I will help you identify and uh, build your tree. And the main thing that I would do is use some of the tools that we have to help you reconstruct your family.
Oh Lord. Okay. You finna give me a shocker.
Well, one thing that I say that I believe and we believe is the truth cannot be hidden.
No, it can't. It can't.
And this format, God is the source of the information that we're able to get with this DNA. We're
Right.
the ambassadors. We're the messengers. And
Yes.
so it's important for us to be empathetic, concerned, but we also have to be truthful with you.
Right.
And this format that we're on, we've been through this. We're experienced in interacting and helping people with information that they thought was going to be hidden for a lifetime,
Forever.
and it's been
Okay.
revealed through this
Mm-hmm.
format. So we respect your privacy, but we also letting you know that
Okay.
the light can
And
shine.
then what time you say you're gonna drop
When
back
you
through
do
here real quick?
DNA, there's going to be some lights shining. And here's
Yep.
an example.
I this will
Right
be my
now, here's
food
what it
today.
is with you.
I'll just probably want some more ice
You see that?
and
It's
maybe
off. My
another
light's
drink.
off. With DNA, when you
That
work
I don't
with
need it
us,
right now.
the light is going to be shining
Right, take that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Go
is.
check the
on your
mail.
history.
Okay, I'm on here.
Okay. Uh, let me.
Oh,
Now,
Denise, I had put that stuff in the
okay.
chat.
Uh,
I was telling Denise I had put that information. Excuse me for just butting in. Oh,
oh,
did
that's
I?
okay. That's because it's due. Go and do it again.
Okay,
No,
I see it. Yeah, thank
That's
you.
because it's due,
I didn't even
Clarice.
send it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see it. Thank
Okay,
you.
good.
Thanks, Clarice. So, uh, here's what we do. So you're in your ancestry.
Uh-huh.
Go to DNA, to your DNA, across the top.
The view of DNA results.
Yes, click on that.
Okay. Okay.
And the top line says DNA summary. No, your result summary. Can you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
Click on that.
Okay.
And what do you see?
I see a page with all the matches.
Okay. Now, do you see something over on the side, on the right-hand side of your paper, on that page? It says invite, invite. It says compare, and then right next to it.
Okay. Invite, yes.
Okay, click on that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what does it say on your screen?
It says accepted people role, and it has my name and owner.
Okay, there's an invite up there too. You can invite somebody else to be a part of it,
All
correct?
right. Okay. And
So,
then click on invite.
yes, please.
Okay. And I
And,
see the email.
and username. So,
Uh-huh.
so can you see my email, or do I have to spell it out for you? Can you see it
Let me
somewhere?
see.
Do you have it somewhere written
Hold
down?
on. I have it down here. We'll go this one.
And that's one reason why we have we recommend that you have your notebook, your genealogy research notebook, because some information we can't say over the during the presentation, some private information, because somebody else can glean it. That's some of the things like cousin Denise said, um, cousin Grace is concerned about. You know, you just don't. We want to keep it as private as possible, but we also want to reach people who have been unreachable. So, Deidre, do you have my email?
I'm getting your email now.
Okay, put that
So you
in.
want me to type your email inside where it says email address?
Yes, or username, email.
Okay.
Yeah, use my email. And what they're going to do is email me, and then I will be able to look at your test, and I can show you right now some things that you can't see
Oh Lord.
because I have more more research tools. And then so now listen at this. It says, oh, do you see the row after you put my name in there? Uh, would you be able to see? There's one that says viewer, and there's a fly down arrow. But make sure you have my email in there first.
So Jerry Moss, uh
Dot sr at gmail.com. I didn't see the whole thing. Do you have that?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, you see there's a box that says row, your row, ROLE. You see that?
Wait a minute, just a second, because they had erased.
And
Okay.
and
So
go ahead. And you see,
okay, row okay.
okay,
Okay, go down. So collaborator.
no, go. Can you see manager?
Uh-huh.
Click that one.
Okay. And
And then
then put invite.
yes,
Then confirm.
yes,
Okay, now it's pending.
okay. Now, And while I switch to that, would you do me a favor, please?
Mm-hmm.
And it might be your preference, but do you have better lighting? Lighting? If not, um, we can all turn our lights off and we can look at each other so we can't see each other, like you.
Oh, it's too bright?
Too bright, we can't see you.
Really?
Heck no.
That's because the light is behind you,
Put the light
so
so we
it's
can see
it's
your face.
blocking you out.
You
Oh, Lord.
you might as well have a mask on.
I don't know why it's like that. Because
That's
it's real bright in here. I don't know. That's
that's
better?
better.
That's better.
Okay.
It's still
Sorry.
okay. That's not enough. Don't be sorry. Be careful. I'm just messing with you, cuz. I'm just messing with you. You're gonna have to be. You're gonna have to be able to prepare like we are. You can see us. See, Clarice.
Okay.
You
I'm
got to
going
be
to
able.
get my face
Because
off. I
this
wasn't
is,
trying to let you see me.
it's
I
I
don't even
got
have nothing on my head. I look like a mess.
That's okay.
That's what I'm gonna let you see this mess. That's all right.
There you go. That's
You look
family.
beautiful.
Yes, that's
thank.
beautiful. And you see what I
Uh-oh.
mean? The next time, Deidre, have it like you're looking at it like you're looking in a mirror. You want to be able to see yourself like you're looking in a mirror. And right now you're a little, you're cloudy. Can you see your on the screen how yours is not as clear? Your your face is it's been
You can see it
shattered.
better now?
Yeah, we see you better, but like it can be improved upon. But
Because I
that's
only have a lamp in my room. I don't have no like ceiling light or nothing like that.
that's okay. I'm just letting
Okay.
you know going forward. Use your lamp,
Okay.
put it up in your face so we can see who you
Different,
are.
a different way you turn, you could even see you're clearer. Because
Yes,
there is some, yeah, different ways you turn, it comes in clearer.
schooler, cuz.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, that's okay. Jerry got jokes today.
I'm trying.
He's feeling them oats that oak tree that you under, Denise. He's
Yeah.
feeling them oats. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man.
I can see your face, and if I can see it, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. Okay, so let me see what I got here. If I have that. I want to see if did your message come in? Did it say that it sent it to me?
They just say pending.
I wonder what is pending. Is it pending my response?
Hmm?
Mm,
What you say?
nothing.
See?
I,
You want to
I,
see
I
it's,
got I got to move this over.
it's pending.
This technology is something else.
Young lady, how do you pronounce your name?
Datra,
Date, yeah,
Daytra.
Datra. Okay,
Yes,
Datra.
ma'am.
All right, and Clarice. I don't think I've
Okay.
met you before. I don't know.
No, ma'am. Nice to meet you, Miss
Okay.
Lori.
All right, nice to meet you.
Where
What
you
what part
from?
are you? I live in Sacramento. I'm from Sacramento, Fresno area.
Oh, okay.
They call it the Bay Area. What about yourself?
Tampa, Florida.
Oh, Florida, you way out there on the other end of the
Mm-hmm.
country. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nice to meet you,
Nice to
cuz.
meet
We're
you.
still all cousins.
All right now.
Well, it didn't come to me for some reason, not yet. If it's pending, that might be a process of ancestry, but it didn't come through. That email hasn't came through, and what it
I
does is,
just I just resent it. It said resend, so and they had a green check mark.
or that it went through.
Yeah.
Okay, screen over.
This technology work when it wanna work.
Well, what I will be doing when it does work, I will be able to work with you and show you some information on your tree. But it didn't come. Oh, let me see if it went to my business account email. Nope. All right. Well, Jacqueline Taylor. Jacqueline. Okay, so we'll just have to work on that one. I'll be able to talk to you, and I have your information, and you and I now that you're on the Zoom meeting, I will be able to work with you on your research. But
Okay, thank you.
yeah, it didn't come through at this
Yeah, it's
particular
still
time.
saying pending, but when I push resend again, it gave me a green check mark say invitation resent. Um,
And well, can you make sure that you uh is there any way that you can make sure that you have the correct uh email address?
Jerry Mouse dot. Uh-oh. I think I got underscore instead of dot.
Oh,
So let me remove that. So,
oh,
okay. Mm.
10, 9, 8. It's good to laugh. Cousins laugh. Man, we had the best time as cousins. Man, we have a great time.
Okay, as manager. Okay, invite. Confirm. Okay. Did it go through?
All right, let me look and see. And Denise, do you work off of two screens or one?
Uh, yes. Sometimes I just work on a single screen, and other times I do dual screens. Today I've got two screens on one laptop. I've got a split screen.
Cool. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's cool.
You got to show me how to do that. I'm not tech savvy.
Mm.
So, did you get it?
Nope, I didn't. But
Yeah, jerrymouse.senior@gmail.com.
yeah, okay. Well, we'll work on that at another time.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a wiki tree presentation. Denise, could you give us a brief one? A presentation on wiki tree so um, that uh, Clarice and uh, Deidre, she can find, you can help her on what the process is and how a wiki tree platform helps.
Sure. Uh, I'll just go down to my navigation page. Basically, WikiTree is a global tree. Why is it not bringing up my page? There we are. It's a global uh, tree. So when you add your family's information,
Mm-hmm.
you become part of a bigger family tree. Um, and there's some advantages to that. WikiTree also has some features and functions that other sites like Ancestry and Family Tree, Family Search do not have. So, for example, um, it, like I said, it's just one big tree. On Ancestry, for example, I've got 35 different trees because initially I was researching different family lines, and every
Okay.
line had a different tree, right? So,
Okay.
but in WikiTree, you can put all of that together and you can see how everybody, in some cases, I found where cousins married cousins because they didn't
Oh
know they
no.
were cousins.
Oh
Okay.
no.
And well, but that's as you do your genealogical research, those are the types of things you can find out.
And that's what I'm scared of.
Oh, don't be afraid. I mean, it is what it is, especially back in the early 18 and 1900s,
Right.
it is what it is. So it's just now you can understand why some people are your cousins, but you didn't know they were your cousins and
Right.
vice versa.
Right.
I had a lot of that, especially down there in Louisiana, everybody living in the same community and going to the same high school because, back then, early 1900s, there was only one black high school. And,
Right.
and so they were all in high school together. Some of them were in the same class and didn't even know they were related. So, it was exciting to see some of them realize, hey, we're cousins, that
Right.
kind of thing. So but that's pretty much it. With Ricky Tree, it's pretty easy to add profiles. If I could get some of these other bars out of my way. Yeah, it's pretty easy to add profiles for different people. As you're adding family information. Um, so I can add a new person here. Um, unlike in Ancestry, it's very difficult to add a new person to a tree unless you know where they belong. Here in WikiTree, you can create a profile for a person just by adding their name, adding their birth information. If they're deceased, which is what we prefer, that you add, the death date for people. We really frown upon adding living people, especially now with all this hoopla about privacy,
Right.
unless you get their permission. If your cousin says, yeah, go ahead, it's okay, then go ahead, it's okay. Um, but as long as you get that permission, if they're still living, to add their information here. So we add add all those key pieces of information: birth, death, if they're deceased, and the locations are always helpful. What was their sex, and again with LG, all of that, you can
Right.
identify whether or not at birth we need to know if they were male or female. You can
Right.
always identify later that it changed, but at birth, we want to know what their sex was, as well as, just a brief biography. And the main thing is identifying your sources. Oftentimes, especially in Ancestry,
Mm-hmm.
um, people will add names
Right.
and they haven't really confirmed that they're family members. Well, where'd you get that information from? Was it from an oral history, a story that was told to the family? Or did you get it from a birth record, a death record, a census record, a
Right.
cemetery record, a church
Right.
record? Where did it come from? So that's what we mean by sources. We want to know, where did that information come from? Okay. Not all of it can be by word of mouth because
Right.
oftentimes, I had that situation with my mother-in-law. She was telling, that they were related to Della Reese because Reese is her maiden last name. And after I did the research, well, no, because that's not even her real name.
Ah.
That kind of
Oh
thing. But
wow.
yeah, but that was an oral story. That was a story she told and passed on to her children. And they were both trying to say the same thing, that they were related to Della Reese, until I did the research and showed them the proof that that wasn't even her real name. That was a stage name. So,
Oh, wow.
those kind of things. And as you do your research and go through your records, that's the kind of information you find out. Going further back, you're going to find census records did not exist for African Americans before 1870. However, there are
Mm.
records, and there's a place that we go to called the Freedmen's Bureau. Um,
Oh,
that was,
let me write that down.
yeah, Freedmen's Bureau. Um, Back in the day, um, around the time of the Civil War, the military actually began to maintain records of African Americans that they were assisting. I like to think of the Freedmen's Bureau as the first line of federal assistance, because they helped people find food. They helped them with their clothing. They helped them with their housing. They helped them with their legal situations. There were some mothers that were filing claims against previous slave owners because the slave owners were trying to keep their children. And so the
That is
parents,
sad.
yeah, or the mothers would file claims against those slave owners, um, things like that. So the first type of federal assistance is what I like to call it. But the
Right.
Freedmen's Bureau was just that. It assisted African Americans and refugees, which were poor white people, with finding um, jobs, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
after the war, sometimes they left their slave owners. So then what do? Where do they go work? How do they get money? They weren't
Right.
getting paid by the slave owners. So they
Right.
had to learn all of that, especially if they weren't supposed to know how to read and write.
Free, right.
Yeah. So the Freedmen Bureau has a lot of those types of records. Rations, when they were giving out food, they maintained a list of who they were giving that food to. So those are the kind of
Oh, okay.
sources that we're talking about when we say a source for this information is needed. Those are the types of sources that we're talking about, the records. Where did this information come from? It can't just be oral history. Okay. And I
Okay.
think that, overall, that's the biggest difference between WikiTree and a lot of these other sites, because you can, just put a name out there, and then other people see it and they copy it into their trees without validating it and things like that. So you really got to be careful about all that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. But that's, just that basic data. And, start with yourself, and then do your parents, and then your grandparents, and just go back as far as you can, collecting those
Okay.
records. And of course, the other thing about WikiTree, it says it's where genealogists collaborate, and that's because this again is a global website. So we've got people all around the world assisting other people. I mean, if you say you need help finding somebody, there's other people within WikiTree, and that's what they set out to do, is help other people
Okay.
find the people that they're looking for, helping them to find the records that they're looking for. So all around the world. So that's the other good thing. But with you being in the United States, focus on the United States first.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And make sure you get your family. I know you said you've got, based on your DNA, you've got African ancestry,
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian ancestry.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
a good number of us do. I do too. But
Okay.
being able to go back that far to your Nigerian ancestors, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going
Okay.
to take focus,
Okay.
and you can't get discouraged if you don't find anything. You got to keep looking, and you got to
Okay.
keep searching,
Okay.
and stay hopeful.
Okay. I
Okay.
am, because I
Yeah.
really want to know.
Yeah. Yep. So,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
you're welcome. Any other questions? Now, Jerry had the experience today of setting up his account.
Mm-hmm.
Again, WikiTree is free
Okay.
always.
Okay.
So even with upgrades, unlike Ancestry, you don't have to pay for new parts and pieces as they're added,
Right.
like they did with Pro, the Pro tools on Ancestry.
That's true, right.
If you want to use those, you got to pay for them. All of WikiTree's tools and features, all the functionality is 100% free.
Okay. That's
The
good.
programmers that make the changes, the people who do the designs and make the changes, they're volunteers, so they don't get paid. No one gets paid for anything. We're all doing this as volunteers.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. So that's the other thing. Whatever you put out here is going to be here forever. This will be
Okay.
something if you have children, if you have nieces and nephews, younger cousins, they will be able to come out here and see the information that you're sharing as well about your family members. Any names you put in or any profiles you create, um, within a 24-hour period, you'll be able to find them by doing a Google search. Doing a search
Okay.
on Google for that particular name, you'll be able to find them out there on Google.
Okay.
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 Um, Privacy, we have 7 different levels of privacy,
Okay.
going from open, where folks can see everything, to
Okay.
unlisted, where they can't see anything, not even a name and birth date. Okay,
Okay.
so you've got a wide range of privacy settings as well, depending on how much information you want to share, from nothing to everything.
Okay.
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 You can also allow other people to make changes to those profiles.
Okay.
Um, so, and again, that's up to you. You either allow them or you don't. They have to request that you give them access if there's a profile or profile that you've created and someone else wants to make an update to it and you're the manager of that profile, you can say
Okay.
yay or nay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And over time, I can walk you through how to do a lot of that. I know it's a lot.
Okay.
There is a learning curve to WikiTree, just like with everything else. And people like me are here and available to assist
Okay.
anyone who
Thank you
needs help.
so much.
Yep. Okay. Any questions?
I'm just concerned about my grandmother's records. On some
Mm-hmm.
records they have her last name different and her year of birth different.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
yeah,
it
that,
always are a connection with the family names, like her brothers and sisters. So
Mm-hmm.
when I was just concerned if WikiTree would be accurate, with the information, because how they, back then they didn't care if it was correct or not on your birth certificate. They just
Mm-hmm.
it was what it was, and I just wanted to make sure that they would pick up on that to give me the correct one. Is it 19 14 or 1915 that she was born? And then some sites use Franklin and some sites use Willingham. So I don't
Well,
know.
now keep in mind, WikiTree, you're entering the information. This is
Okay.
not a database like with Ancestry or Family Search. Your
Okay.
records
Right.
you can get from Ancestry or Family Search, but in WikiTree, you're entering what the information is that you want to share. So
Okay.
if you want to say her birth year was 1914, and then further down in the biography, put a research note that says other records have indicated her birth date is this, and this, you can do that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So you
Good.
can, and
Thank you.
that's something you can't do in Ancestry and in Family Search, is make those types of notations so that if somebody else is reading it, reading the story about your grandmother, it's like, Well, I've been researching, I've checked here, I've checked there, and we're still not sure of the exact year. You can put
Right.
that kind of information in
Right.
there.
How good is GEDmatch?
I'm going to let Jerry talk about that because he loves GEDmatch.
Mhm.
But first of all, Deidre,
Mm-hmm.
have you seen Finding Your Roots by Henry Gates Jr.?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
And
Mind blowing.
it is. And after he does his research, he gives the the people who he's doing the research on, he gives them a book of life, and they go through it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Book of life. Well, today, right now, your cousin Jerry is going to give you your DNA results, your initial DNA results right now. It
Really?
it came in,
Okay, good.
and I'm going to share my screen with you.
Oh
And
boy. Should I get some tissue?
just do one of these, especially in your case. Do like this here. Oh Lord, oh Lord,
Oh Lord.
oh.
Oh God.
Here we go. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, cuz with the platform that we have, here is the first page. You invited me to be your manager of your kit, and that's why I have access to this information that I can share with you and
Okay.
and educate and teach. And it to learn takes repetition. Repetition equals learning.
Okay.
So here is your DNA page. The out It's not the home page, it's the one that breaks down the specifics of your
Okay.
DNA.
Okay.
Number one, you said about your ethnicity, your origins. That's one of the first things that we want to know is about our origins, isn't it?
Right.
So here it is right here. Your DNA report, your ancestry regions. I am going to click on that. And look,
Ooh, there go that Nigerian.
and look what it gives us. So you have 16 ancestral regions based off of your DNA. And this is how the program is working. And let me turn this out around a little bit. And it goes in percentages. It goes up to 100%. And then they broke your DNA down in certain percentages. So the majority of your DNA is Nigeria. That's 34%. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then uh, Bango and Tongo. So all these all these over here are your West African ethnicity, your origins. And look at those percentages. They're big. They're bigger, and they break down to the different countries. And when you click on one of these countries, look at that. It lights up. It shows you on a map. That's where Nigeria is. And if you look at Central West Africa, see how it has those colors?
Mm-hmm.
And um, Ivory Coast and Ghana, it lights up. So that's where some of your history is based off of your DNA. Then it goes to Central Africa. Look at this. Cameroon. Click on that. There it is right there. And West Bantu peoples. There that is. A lot of the African Americans have that migrated. They have a Bantu origin, and there it is in blue. You see that?
Yes, I see it.
And that's 4%. Now let's go down a little bit more. Now it's going to get interesting. Now, this is something new that they've had. Is this Celtic and Gothic? You have 2% of that. Southern uh, uh,
Wales.
Central Scotland and Northern Ireland. There it is. You have a small percentage of that, only 2%. And 1% from Wales, France 2, a little bit of German 1%, and these Germany represent
Russia.
just 1%, Sweden 1%, North Africa 1%. So and look what it does. North Africa is only 1%, and you can see where it's at because
Right.
it's migrating from down in Central and Bantus all the way up to to Europe because that's how your ancestors were. That's how their migration patterns were. So there that is. What does it mean to see that?
Now, Jerry, can I add? You were concerned about being in Russia, but it's the Germans that were in Russia, and you've got
Okay.
less than 1%. So
Okay.
that's going way, way back. When you see something less than 1% like that, it's going so far back, you'll probably never figure out who that is.
So 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 that's your origins. Now let's go to this one. The next one on this on it is your matches, your DNA matches. And
Right.
Ancestry, they have from their database, they have taken from a large database, they have done comparisons, and they've been able to separate your DNA on your mother's side and on your father's side. And
Okay.
there's a number of them. And from that large database, they've been able to, from the chromosomes, they've been able to identify the people who are related to you through DNA, the
Okay.
closest that have taken tests.
Okay.
Because a lot of our relatives, obviously, they haven't taken tests. And
Right.
and we'll talk about that GEDmatch, a little later. But let me give you what we have right now. This is your life, your matches.
I know Sharon Small is my nephew. That's my brother's son.
Okay. On okay, so it's okay. So we'll deal with him. So that's part of what we're dealing with. On now, you don't know for sure. I don't know. I can't say that. So let's keep going. Do you know who this other person is?
No.
So on your father's side, ancestry says, if parent one is the father, uh, this person here, Ashi Nicole, is the first cousin or a half niece on your father's side. Number one, it has a large 700 and 793 centromorgans. So that's DNA measurements is what it is. And Denise has explained that to us, and she has it in the chats what a centromorgan is.
And you know what? Yes, I do. Her and Sharon share the same father. Now that I think about it,
Oh,
the one at the
okay.
top. Cause that's my niece. I think that's the one that used to cheer for the Bucks.
Football?
Yeah.
We're talking football
Mm-hmm.
and on a DNA genealogy research group. I like you. Okay, so there that one is. Now we're gonna start getting. Do you know this person, this Luther Tucker?
No.
It says that it's on your father's side. Another one said this one's on parent number two side, K303. which family member are you looking for?
Either one.
Either one. Okay, so that's what we have. So here's what Ancestry does. That share it small. I'm going to do this. Um, I'm gonna go here first. You can do it by parent. Look at that. It separated your DNA matches by your parent number one, which we believe is your paternal side. And look at this. These are all the people who match you on your mother's side. There's almost 6,000 on your father's side who had DNA matches that match you. See that?
Wow.
And on your mother's side, there's almost 11,000 that match you in DNA.
I remember my grandmother's mother maiden last name was Dewberry.
Well, now you see.
Wow. Are you gonna email me some of this, please?
Oh no, I can
Uh,
I can tell you about football and Nebraska Cornhuskers. I can do all that. Not this DNA. But anyway, we'll work on that. So this
oh my goodness.
this is what they do. And what this says is these are the most common last names which can be found in the trees of their closest parent number two matches. So there's some of these people here, they have that name in their trees, and that's why they put these dewberries, tuckers, and that kind of information. And I click do more. Here's some more. Look at that.
Wow. Well, my granddad's last name was Marlowe, was John Marlowe.
On your mother's side,
Right. That's my mom's dad.
so these are some of the surnames that when you're researching, that DNA says they are in other people's trees. Okay? So these are your cousins on your mother's side of the tree. Now let's go to your father's side. Let's start with him. Let's see
Alabama.
what early. That's the common journeys of the his his ancestors. But let's look
Mhm.
at on your father's side. Let's look at view more on his. You see these names?
Yes, sir.
Do you know any of them?
Mm-mm. I always been told the last it was Small was my dad the last side. I mean last name.
Was what?
Small was the last name. Carl Small is my daddy.
Okay.
Wow. So
Now,
I have to pay an extra like $20 or $30 to get that breakdown, right? On Ancestry?
well, to get it like this,
Yes.
you have to have a subscription.
Okay, yeah, that's what I probably have to do.
Yeah.
Cause
So,
I really got to get down to this. Cause this is mind blowing. I told you don't do this to me.
uh, but I'm not done with you yet.
Oh God. Oh man.
Now, let's view these matches. These are the matches by parent right here. And I want to view the parents on your father's side. Let's click on him. So, what this is telling us, this person, Sherrod, is he
Yeah.
met you on your father's side?
That's my nephew. That's my brother's son.
From
My
your
half
father?
brothers.
From your father?
Yes.
What? Your father's brother's son?
My father's son. My dad had like maybe 16 kids. And that's my Sharon would be my daddy's grandson.
I don't know about that. Uh, because of the number of centromorgans. But let's do
No,
it.
that's right, Jerry. That is her brother's son. So Datra has a brother who had
Mm-hmm.
a son, and
Mm-hmm.
that's his son. So
Good.
even with the centimorgans, that's right.
Okay. This
Hmm.
this look at a match with him and you. There he is. And let's see who's the shared matches. Click like this. You and him, who do y'all share matches with? Okay, you and him share this Nishi.
Mm-hmm.
You and that Charon, he's like your first, would you say that first cousin? Like
Um,
nephew?
that's my nephew, and then that's my niece. They relate. They brothers and sisters.
Well, one matches you 17. Um, okay, they're brothers and sisters.
Yes.
That's why hers is 1700 centimorgans. That's that's Aisha's half brother or half no sure no she's his half sister.
Right.
That,
They got the same father but different mothers.
right. That's why they're 1700.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see how this program is showing you some comparison
Mm-hmm.
and it's doing some measurements for you. So let's go down some more. I don't know how to. Clarice, are you writing or something? How is this coming on? Can y'all see this
I
blue?
do. I see the blue.
How in the heck did we get rid of that? Where'd that
Well,
come from?
that's Clarice moving her mouse around somehow.
My goodness. Anyway, let's look at some more. I've never seen that before. Have you?
Yeah. I think she may have clicked on the whiteboard
Oh yeah.
by mistake. Yeah, if she clicked on the whiteboard by mistake, then it's every time she moves her mouse, it's like drawing,
Okay.
like it's writing something.
Okay. Well, Deidre, and these are the shared matches on his with uh, Sharon Small on your father's side, and here's how that person Sharon matches you, and these are the people over on the left side matches them with this amount of central mortgage, like 25, 40 something. And what I try to look for some high numbers over here on the side. And here's their names. So all these people here are related to you on your father's side of the family.
Wow.
There they
Wow.
are. And and, and let me see if there's another page too. You go down here. Oh, there's 5 pages. So let's see if we can find somebody else who has a higher number. Okay. These are all your they match you 27 centimorgans. They match Sharon 21. So they are all 29s, 25s. So the bigger numbers, they showed up earlier. So let's go back up here because I want to show you. I want to go back to you. So that's on your father's side. These people are the ones that match you. So when you reach out to them, you 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 tell them that they're related to you on your side, your father's side of the family, and then they'll help you connect to your father, that branch. So you
Okay.
understand the work that you have to do?
Yeah, I see a lot of work.
Okay. Now, let's do this. I want to share this with you too. So that's the DNA matches for him. Let's go back. and go up one more. Let's go. DNA matches right here. Uh-oh. It went back to me. Now, all I gotta do is go back here. Okay, I'm gonna go back one more time because I want to show you this next exercise. So you saw your matches with your father.
Mm-hmm.
Now on them, this is all your matches here. All these people here are all your matches. My Lord, I wish I could get rid of that. Y'all gonna shut me down. That's
Well,
the only way y'all gonna shut me down.
well, as the
You gonna
host,
scribble all over
Jerry,
my screen?
yeah, as the host, Jerry, I think you may be able to clear that whiteboard because
How?
you're the host.
Yeah,
So
I
you
know.
should be able to clear that whiteboard.
Yeah, I know. Clarice, Clarice, I owe you one. All right, so
I don't think she knew it was happening.
okay,
Yeah.
so Deidre, this is what we have by parent, and let's look at some on your mother's side real quick, so you can see who they are. And these are the closest people taking tests in Ancestry. So do you know Luther Tucker?
No.
Okay, that is a second cousin. That's a first cousin of yours kid or something like that. First cousin, half cousin, and once removed. What about
I
Open the
know
tree and
Pamela
see.
Willingham.
huh?
Yeah.
I
Open the
know
tree
Pamela
and
Willingham.
Which
It's
tree?
coming down right here. Pamela Willingham. I know her. See the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the sixth one.
mm-hmm.
Her.
Yeah, I know her. We real close.
Okay, that's on your mother's side. And thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Denise. Denise,
That's
keep going.
that was my grandmother's niece.
Okay, so look what we did. We're opening the
Oh,
tree.
Jesus.
Look what she has available to you.
Yeah.
So she's done her work, and and look at this. She has a tree for you. So do you know any of these people here?
Jack Willingham was my grandmother's father. Janie Dewberry was her mother. Um,
There it is right there. Yeah. And you can see it. So she has it in the tree for you.
oh Lord have mercy.
That's on that side. And here's the father side is up at the top on the tree, and the mother side is on the bottom. Thanks, Denise, for pointing that out to look at the tree and see. These are the tools that we're using to help help you, Deidre. And this is what we do, and we get just as much joy, almost, as you do.
Thank you. Yeah, and Eunice Willingham is on my Facebook page. That's my other cousin. That's my grandmother other niece.
You sure got something
So
to
so
talk.
I know about two or three of them, yeah.
So you have something to talk to them about now, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Okay. Here's one other item that I use for uh, my cousins who initially get on this ancestry. Look at this. Ancestry will locate, show you where some of your relatives live
Mm-hmm.
anywhere in the world.
Oh wow.
Look at this, by location. Let me click on it. And look what happens. They loaded all your matches where they said they were from and where they're from based off their profile. And look at here. In the United States, it has. Yeah, I'm zeroing in on it. And just for starters,
Wow.
look at this.
I got a lot of homework to do.
Look at this. Hey, my dear cousin, Who is that?
I can't see. Is that you?
Yes, in San
Wow.
Diego.
Wow, wow, wow. And you know, I got a uncle, well, he passed away now, named Benny Franklin, and he lived in that area.
Yeah, and then so over here you have a relative here. Her name is uh, Tanike Tanika. Yeah, her. There she is. And then you look at here's LA. You go like in Los Angeles, Hartford, let's do Hanford. These are some of your cousins, and here's an extended. This person, oh, look at here. This is my cousin right here, Tierra Michon.
Uh-huh.
That's one of my cousins, and she lives up there. So I know what branch of the family that you and I are related on. Our
On my
blood is related.
father's side.
And on my father's side,
How is that possible? I don't. Oh
hey,
Lord, I got a
hey
lot of
now,
homework to do.
well, see, here's how you can tell, because this person is related to me on my father's side. So that means that they're showing up on your matches, right?
Right.
And she shows up on my matches on my father's side. So that means that you're in that branch. You're on my father's side of the family. That's how we work. We start out and then we work ourselves in to be a little bit more specific. But don't try to go at this with a sharpshooter. You have to come outside with your research and then take your time, each individual, and bring it in, and then you can see how it's possible.
And I have to be patient too.
Yes.
Yes, you have to be patient, and I
Mhm.
don't know if you are, but anyway.
I am, I guess the excitement and the wanting to know and the denial at the same time is like
Well, see,
all over the place.
well, that's what we're here is to show you the truth, and then you get comfortable with it because at some point you're going to be the one teaching others. You got to remember,
Oh,
you're going to be the messenger and the ambassador sharing this information. So I want you to feel comfortable when you see it and what it means, and we'll work with you.
okay. I feel comfortable. I just want to know how they will feel about me.
Well, focus
They'll
on
be just as excited because you're sharing information with them that they didn't know. So they'll be just as excited to learn this information as you are discovering this information today. They'll have the same kind of reaction.
I hope so.
Yeah, they will.
That's good to know. What was our people doing back in those days? My goodness.
tell them, Clarice, tell her.
I want I want to know what you owe me. You said you owe me one, and Denise said I don't think she know what was happening. What's happening?
Denise,
Well, your marker, your marker is marking all over the page that Jerry was trying to present.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Oh wow, I'm sorry about that, Jerry.
that's all right.
I totally accept your apology, especially
Yeah,
that you didn't know what you were doing.
I was laying. The phone was laying down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Oh my! Oh, I hope you got the information. She saw what she needed to see.
yeah, we did, cuz. Thank you so
Oh
much.
God, I'm so sorry. Okay.
That's okay. We rolling. But
No,
come,
how was my marker doing that?
we'll work that out. But comment
Okay.
with Deidre. She's asked. She said, she's seeing this new information starting off. Could you let her know what it was like to be a little apprehensive and what this
Yeah, the
purpose is?
same thing as you. I was in awe, and some things. Wow, I couldn't believe it. And the confirmation, and it was very exciting. It was like all of a sudden I became a real person, not some aliens from somewhere,
Right.
because half of my family I didn't know, and just to
Wow.
be able to connect. And we're going to go back and do some more. It's just the beginning, and we get to do Jerry has gone over what he did with you. Got a lot of stuff. I go and I fiddle, but now I'm gonna go once everything else is settled between Jerry and Denise. I'm gonna go back and go really get down to the nitty gritty, a little at a time, and no big hurry, no big rush. Just
Mm-hmm.
whenever we do, whatever information I get, I'm continually learning. I'm a sponge right now,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was excited, just like you. Yes, and you'll
Well,
go through, and I'm sure I'm going to see some more shocking things, but that's okay. That's all still a part of awareness,
well, it's
the good and
powerful.
the bad.
This
Yes.
this this is nuclear. This this
Yeah,
is
it
this
is.
is nuclear, so you have to handle it with care.
Yes, I do. I'm trying to figure out how do the Spanish people come in that I found on my ancestry.
Well, let me just finish telling you about this. We can do that another time. Hey, where do you say you live?
Tampa, Florida.
Okay, let's take a look down there. Where is Tampa? It's right here. Tampa. Isn't that in the middle? Tampa's in the middle, isn't it?
I think that's what number three is.
Number three, I think number three is right around Tampa.
Oh yeah, it was hiding it. Okay, in Tampa, you have three people who are related to you, and here they are. There, there's, uh,
Never heard of them.
and this is one. It sounds like a Hispanic name. See that?
Oh,
Just because her name is Spanish doesn't mean she is.
right,
She might have married. So
right.
and then there's another one, and then there's Vernon Bately. So he lives in the Tampa area. So you got three cousins in the Tampa area, and then right up here, Tamara Jones is not too far up. And look in Orlando, you have six, and it has a picture of them. There they are.
Wow.
And right by Lakeland, there's eight relatives in that area.
And when you start studying the history, like the history of Florida
Hmm.
is full of Hispanic history as well.
That's true. That is
So
true.
so that's why it's not surprising that you've got some Hispanic folks in your ancestry. Because I mean, a lot, especially South Florida, there was a lot of Hispanics down in that area back in the day.
And so I just wanted you to know that Ancestry, they they show your matches as a tool by location.
Hmm.
What was that presentation like, cousin Deidre?
Scary, but in a good way because it's so mind blowing. It just leaves you speechless. You don't know what to say. Just
Well, I see that your demeanor is becoming more uh, positive. You are
thank you.
facing and you're seeing that it's a learning tool and how helpful it is. And
Very much.
and there's nothing that's gonna bite you.
It's
So
not. I'm just.
you're
I
able
don't
to
know.
grasp it now. Good job. Your progress. You know what? If you keep this up before we get out of here, you might be nominated for the most valuable player of the meeting.
Okay, thank you. You share my nerves as a nervous wreck. But see, now I know why my grandmother was so secretive. She didn't want to talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we've all had that. You know,
And then I learned later on that she was married and my grandfather was married, but they was together making babies.
yeah.
All right. Here's a cousin of yours that's in. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and this person is Deidre Williams, a distant cousin, and here's a JJ, Joseph Bailey Jr. is in
Wow.
is in Bellevue. That's where that's my hometown. So you have relatives in Nebraska. Is there any other city that you want to see, or it's on the East Coast? You have relatives in Massachusetts. You remember there was thousands of them, and now
Wow.
we got a map that shows where they're at. Some of them, they don't go through all of them, but
Okay, so in the early days when they was migrating, I guess from Africa. So I'm assuming slave owners brought them all. Cause look how they spread it everywhere. So uh, that's why I'm confused about like how did they get in those areas? Half us here in Florida, but they way up there. But everything started out in Nigeria.
Well, now keep in mind, in the 1600s, they were bringing ships over with
Right,
Africans.
right,
And so all up and down the East Coast of the United States, there were slaveholders raising
right,
crops and
right.
using Africans to do that farm work. And then after the Civil War is when they started migrating and moving westward and northward. Some even moved south, further south, and that's where the Florida comes in, because some were not not just moving west and not just going north, some were going further south. So that's
Wow.
how you've got so many families all around the United States. Some of them migrated in the 1940s. They were migrating from the south to the west to get jobs. Because of the war, they were building ships all along the west coast. That's why a lot of them moved to California back in the 1940s to get those jobs.
Yeah, and some places were more safer back then for African Americans, and that's how, when
Eh,
they escaped their plantation or whatever.
yeah,
Oh Lord, have mercy. Cause
yeah,
Jerry
some of
gonna
it.
have me going to bed with a headache.
Well, but some of it, I mean, some of that history
Oh,
might be interesting.
might
It
And,
have
is.
and
been.
It's
you
very
know,
interesting. All of it is interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, man. So,
Oh my God. Whew. Thank you.
the nomination for you to be the MVP
Thank you.
for your
I second.
dedication and really coming and being persistent and working with us. And you were patient, and that helped me. And I'm really I'm touched by
Oh, thank you.
by this
So am I.
this personal meeting that we've had. And Clarice, you're awesome, cousin. What you're going through spiritually is going to make you stronger.
Yes, it is.
And you're so special and precious to me. I look,
Markup on your page and all.
I look forward to meeting you in person if the
Oh
Lord wills.
yes, yes, you will.
So let's have closing comments. We'll start with Clarice, uh, Deidre, then Denise, and then myself.
Okay. Um,
Oh,
Deidre.
excuse me, I
Yes.
interrupt you.
Okay.
I had a second on a motion for the MVP. I apologize.
I second. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh, okay.
I was just overcome by emotion, by my cousins. Boy, y'all something else. So it has been seconded. Um, Cousin Deidre, you are our MVP of the meeting.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
Go ahead, Clarice.
Okay. First of all, Jerry got jokes and Jerry got game. I want to say that. Deidre, it was so nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
I
It's
know
nice
what
to
I
meet you.
understand what you're going through emotionally because I went through the same thing. But yet it's still wonderful. You'll get over the shock of it all, but then you begin to appreciate it because whether you like it, know it or not, it is a part of who and what you are of your makeup. And the more
Right.
you understand yourself and your ancestors and what's going through your vein and your body, that'll
Ooh,
give you a better understanding of how to go forward, knowing the strengths that are there. Seeds have
yes,
already
ma'am.
been planted. All you got to do is water, cultivate it, and watch it grow. It's
Okay.
very nice, and I just, hope all the best for you on your
Thank you.
journey. As I listen in, Denise, thank you for your help and your wisdom and your enthusiasm about the areas that you're working in. And of course, Jerry, we all know that Jerry is very inspirational. He loves this to the core. My question was in the beginning, what does he get out of all this? Well, I know what he gets out of all of this. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll talk with you later, Denise, later on. Jerry,
Hmm.
the same thing. No big rush. I'm very patient. I've got plenty of stuff to work on, and I'm going to shut down. I'm not going off. I'm just saying good night to each and every one of you. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Okay. Good night.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Does anyone have any questions or uh, comments for Clarice?
No,
I
she
sent you
said
an
good night.
email, Clarice. I've already sent you an email, so
Oh, okay. I'll get it when I get off of this.
Yeah,
certainly.
Okay.
and at
Okay,
this time,
thank you.
and at this time, we want to show you how to download the chat. If you look, if you pick the chat that you see there, there's three dots up at the top on the right. If you pick on that, and you can save the chat right there, say save chat. And then all the information that we used in the chat, it'll be saved to your computer or your device.
Okay, let me see. Let me get on the chat.
And then up at the top, cousin, there's three there's three dots, and it says save chat, and you click on that.
At the
It's at the
very top
bottom.
of the page.
Yeah, up top of the page where it says Jerry Moss's Zoom meeting, there's three dots over to the right in the middle after the X and the first.
But she's on the phone, Jerry, so she may have a different look.
Okay, but anyway, we got your number,
Yeah.
Okay,
so we're good.
I'll look around and see.
Okay, Deidre, cousin,
Well,
closing comments.
I just want to appreciate
MVP,
you.
MVP.
Thank you. I just want to appreciate you and everybody for helping me and giving me guidance on this because I know I'm going to very much need it and I'm going to take everything that I've learned and go forward and learn. And teach myself, teach other people about family. And I really want to know who all I'm related to and where they from. And I hope they want to know more about me too.
They do. They definitely do. So thank you so much for reaching out
Thank
and
you for
for this
helping.
for this format.
Hello?
Does anyone have any comments or questions or statements that you want to
No,
IMVP?
no, 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 no. You're only going to do what you're going to give me for the day, not the whole thing. Just put it in the blender.
Okay,
It'll
now
make it come out.
I like that.
You only put so much in, and it's gonna come out
Hey,
like snow cone.
okay, Clarice, Clarice.
Yeah, not all of it, not before.
Ooh,
Just when I say give me some ice,
I
just
like
just
that.
put a little bit in there.
'Cause this is family.
Okay, okay, good. Good. It's all good.
But
Okay, good.
anyway,
Yeah.
I
All
got
right. Later.
uh, Clarice. Clarice, can you still hear us? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Deidre. Finish up, please.
But can y'all give me something to read positive, like in the Bible, to get over this fear? Because I have a little bit of fear going forward by myself when I'm doing all this research. Because I just don't want nothing negative or to find anything negative. And if I do, I want to know how to handle it.
I face your fears, and then you find out that there's no boogeyman in this. You got to face your fears. That's how it is in life.
Okay. Okay.
And then you find out there's an acronym. This is called false evidence appearing real.
Yes.
That's fear. Now, those are the letters. From when you started out with us today, some of the apprehensions and some of the fearfulness that you had Now, after a couple hours with us, are you as fearful as you was then?
No, not at all. I feel real comfortable. Like we've been knowing each other for ages.
Because you faced it.
Yeah, that's true.
And just remember that. You're sitting here with royalty,
All right, man.
and you are also. And so we need you to encourage us also.
Okay. Okay.
So change that thinking.
Okay.
You're a winner.
Okay. Thank you.
And so we need you. You're MVP.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna
So
take that and I'm gonna run with it.
there you go, cuz. That's what I like to hear. Go ahead, Denise.
Well, the first thing, Deidre, it's been a pleasure
Oh,
meeting you
thank
and
you.
talking to you and watching your excitement as you learn more about the family history that's about to be uncovered for you. One of the suggestions I would make to both you and Clarice, write down your questions. What is it you want to know? Who is it you want to know about? You know, is there a particular ancestor that you're curious about that you want to learn more about?
Right.
And keep those questions out where you can see them, because as you do your research, that's going to be your guiding force.
Okay.
As far as not wanting to learn anything negative, I have to be blunt. You're Black, so you're
Oh
gonna
boy.
find some negative stuff in the history.
That's true.
I'm
That
just
is very
telling it
true.
like it is. You're gonna
Yes.
find some negative stuff in the history. As we research this history together and we find out more about your ancestors and the lives they had to live and what they had to endure for you to be who you are and where you
Right.
are today, you're going to find some negativity. But
Oh boy.
you have to rise above that and stay positive,
I am.
because that's a life that's in the past.
Right. That's true. That's
So
very true.
you have to make sure that stuff that happened in the past, and you're gonna have to stay positive about those
Right.
things.
Because
You
it's
know,
not happening now.
exactly. And because once you've learned what happened in the past, you can avoid it happening in the future. That's
Thank
the
you.
whole purpose of studying history.
Right.
Because if you don't understand it and don't learn it, you're doomed to repeat it.
Right. That's true.
So we want
That's
to make
true.
sure that, don't fear it. Just like Jerry said, false evidence appears real. I
Right.
hadn't heard that in a long time. Thank you, Jerry, for bringing that to light again. It's been years since I heard that, but it's true.
Thank you so
So,
much.
yeah, don't be afraid to learn about your past. Don't be afraid to learn about your ancestors. You already know bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
pass judgment.
I'm
uh,
not.
Genealogy is a judgment-free zone. When you're
Right.
studying your ancestors' history or your family's history, it's a judgment-free zone. I've had cousins after I've shared a family tree. I don't want him in there. Well, but that's your child's father,
What?
so he's gonna be in there.
Oh,
Write
wow.
him out on your paper or whatever. But he's in
Right.
my tree. But I mean, sometimes that's what you get. You
Right.
get some people that come in with attitudes. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
pass judgment. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
We have
Okay.
no control over who did what they
Exactly.
did to make us exist this day. So
Exactly.
they have to
And
lose the
be
attitude. That's one
Yep.
thing I don't want to
Lexus.
run into.
Yep. So that's my advice for today, is just, write down your questions,
Okay.
keep a positive attitude. Don't be
Okay.
afraid of finding out anything, positive or negative. Isn't he cute? That's so cute. So don't be afraid. Just
Okay.
just you know, be in awe and amazement, because as you find more records, you'll be surprised how much
Oh,
information is
oh
out there.
yeah.
Newspapers, there's all kinds of
Okay.
records out there. So,
Okay.
and you're about to go on an adventure.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Can I say
You and
something,
Clarice both.
Jerry?
Go
Can I
ahead.
Certainly.
say something, Jerry, before you go?
Go ahead, Clay.
to Deja, if I said her name right.
Go ahead.
You know the
Detra.
saying, Detra, it is what it is, and what you don't know can and will hurt you.
That's true. That's
The
true.
bottom line. Thank you.
Thank you. She looked like my grandmother a little bit on my daddy's side.
Fool around, we might find out we're related. Shit.
Oh, hey, it is what it is.
But this has been
Yeah.
an
Pick up.
awesome meeting, and I'm so blessed to have you here and interacting with me and putting up with some of my antics. But it's one of my ways of expressing myself and not being real and
Right,
having fun on a serious topic.
right.
That's what brings us together. And again, I pray that you have a wonderful week, a wonderful day, and let's stay
Thank
in
you.
touch. The truth can't be hid. It's
No, it
all
can't
good.
be.
It's all good. It's all God.
Yep.
Peace.
All right.
All right. Have a good
Amen.
night. All right. Bye.
All
Good
right.
night,
Peace
y'all.
out. All right. Good night.
Hello, Clarice. Can you hear me, cuz? There you are.
I'll leave this meeting.
There you are, Clarice. Can you hear me? Clarice, cousin,
I gotta figure out how to. Oh, there it is.
can you hear me? Oh, she's gone. Anyway, great meeting. We handled a lot of topics, and for those who uh, are out there and part of our group, we're glad that we're a part, that you're here, that you support us virtually. It's good when we come to the playing field in the meetings, but we feel you and we appreciate everything you do for us and definitely for yourself. It's all good. It's all God. Peace.